starting late. No good. No good to start late. Okay. Part 2. Part 2. Another TV viewer quavered. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. Let's get things popping. Just right to it. Let me know when people are here. Let me know if you're here watching, so I can explain to you what's going on if you haven't seen this, or you're just tuning in again to see what else I build, or see if I can finish it on time. I guess is the big thing. Can I finish it on time? No one knows. Okay, this piece, where's the code at? Here it is. Zoop. There. And I think I'll go half screen so that we can see the results as they happen as well. Bing. Bing. And then log in. I'm so happy this works. Zoom, there we go. And then /edit. Sweet. Look at this. We should probably put some styling on this. Maybe it's like a stream about just doing some styling. But it's also mostly about testing. I've realized that this says subs always, but it needs to know what I'm tracking. Use tracking metric dot TypeScript export function use track metric. What is it going to pass in? User ID. That's a string. And it's going to return. What's it going to return? A Twitch webhook type. Twitch webhook type. Yep. Let's move this again. More space to see. Or undefined. And actually, it's going to be one of two types. It's going to be either follow or Twitch webhook type dot subscribe or undefined. There we go. Undefined. Undefined. Brilliant. I wonder if anyone can even hear the music. It's so quiet. I haven't get this too loud now, but here we go. There. That might be better. Okay, let's write this hook. Let's write this hook. I have some code to do something similar and use active webhooks. So let's grab this. Actually, I could just use active webhooks. That's what I could do. I will use the active webhooks. Hello, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Use const. What time is it for you out there in the world? Super curious about the time. I don't know why that matters so much, time, but I guess with COVID it doesn't matter that much anymore. Const, I need to use active webhooks equals use active webhooks. So I need to understand, to monitor this way what you're tracking. So I just realized I allowed you to be able to track follows or subs from Twitch in this beautiful award-winning user interface. And I just realized that the interface that you see on the stream that says subs 1,000 and then reward at 1870 subs. 1870, is that how you say that? But I'm not tracking subs, I'm tracking follows. So I should probably adjust that to be whichever you're actually tracking, because I get to choose either subs or follows. So I'll change that. So what I'll do, user ID, perfect. User ID. And actually I realize now that this shouldn't be question mark. This should be, because it's not optional, or undefined. So you always have to pass it in, but it's possible that it's undefined. And I think, oh no, here it's gonna be consistently there. I know that. So I'm tracking all the types of webhooks we subscribe to, and there are only 4 that I allow right now. 2 of them are just by default. I need to know when you're streaming and when you're not streaming. Actually, we can check that because I should have gotten an event and stored that live streams. Aha! Perfect. So you see that this is actually me here. It worked. I don't know if you can see this actually. Is it on the stream? You can, yeah. Oh, that's not what I wanted. So this record here was inputted from my event from Twitch. So Twitch sent me a webhook saying, hey, this person who is logged in is live, and I now have a record in here saying I started at this time, which is awesome. So now, yeah, so I saw online and offline events. So if I stop streaming, it'll actually update this record. There's a field here on the database that's called is complete. And so when we stop streaming, we'll set is complete to true, and you can only have, as a user, 1 stream obviously going at a time. Or at least it's an assumption I make that you only have 1 going at a time. So I track those. I also track 1 of 2 other ones. So it's possible to only ever have 3 webhooks as a user live at a time. It's either the follow webhook or the subscribe webhook. And that's why you can pick either, when you're using tracking metric, either follow or subscribe. Now I have undefined here because when you sign up, you're not required to pick tracking follows or subscribes, and you can actually flip-flop between which ones you want to track, because I don't think it matters, really, other than specifically in the middle of the stream. If you change in the middle of the stream, that would probably not be good. You'd lose all your progress. But that's fine. So we get all the active webhooks, which again is at most 3, and then I'll filter out either one of this or that, and that will be the type that we return. So we get the active webhooks. We can do, I guess we have to like listen on whether that changes. So we can do some state in here, which would be metric, I guess, or tracking metric, and then set tracking metric. What are we using? State. And this is going to be a Twitch webhook type. Or undefined, naturally. Or null, but I think it's or undefined. Here, use state. Good, and then we need to use effect as well, actually. Use effect. So use effect, so when active webhooks changes, use effect. We want to check to make sure that, or we want to check and see if our tracking metric changed. Active webhooks. And then we'll return tracking metric. Actually, I should probably do, so this is going to be, yeah, it's going to complain because I said it's any of the webhooks, but it's actually only one of these 2. And so I'm going to quickly create a type of here. Type trackable webhook type is this. Trackable. Is that how you spell trackable? I think so. I'm not getting deep into the TypeScript and the types and stuff. I'm having fun with it, but I'm just realizing that I am not good. I am not good at it. So there's 2 types of trackable webhooks, follows or subscribes. The tracking metric is the type trackable webhook, and then we return that directly out. So it's going to be undefined by default. And then when active webhooks changes, we'll do const active or tracking tracking metric is equal to, so what we're going to do is going to go through all of the webhooks, which again, at most 3, with an array filter. So active webhooks.filter, and we're going to filter out the sub, which I think the database is called subtype, the subscription type. If the subtype is one of those other ones, I have to do this. Nice things to read. Include subtype. Subtype here. Why is it getting so mad at this? Active webhooks is possibly undefined. Oh, it's a response. Right. Sorry. Okay, so this is actually data. My bad. I don't even know my own APIs. It's potentially undefined. Okay, let's change that. Equals this way. Hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Welcome. No one's commented. Are you all just bots out there? Come on. If you're not a bot, do a comment. Let me know. What time is it? What time is it for you? Oh, it's Kaylee. Hello, Kaylee. Oh, you've been taken over by a bot. Classic. It's okay. You can be a bot, I guess. Bots are good. I like the bots. Don't come for me, bots. Beep boop. No, don't do it. You should be nice to robots because eventually they're going to take over the world, and that would be good. If you were mean to them. If you were nice to them, probably they're going to befriend you and it'll be okay. Yeah, they definitely are. I'm almost done your thing. It's so close. I have it like tracking everything properly now, and we're gonna test it out. I have to get a new sub tonight so we can test it out. I'll set the limit. Actually I can't set the limit, but I don't have the logic yet to pull it in. So what you're seeing in the stream right now is just hard-coded data for the number of subs in this case. Why is argument of type string is not assignable to type parameter? Because subtype is a string. Yes, right. Well, I'm testing it right now. That's what's going to happen. We're going to test it. I'm testing it. So what I did was this. You haven't seen the beginning. When you set up, you can pick between tracking follows or subs. And so I selected follows so I can test it for you. You should probably test subs tomorrow anyways. Like you can probably test it before anyways. But it is live now too. So you could go hook it up and let me know if you have any issues with hooking it up on the live site. At the live site, I'll just message you in the chat, I guess, is the thing I can do. What are you complaining about? Oh, okay. Yes, https:// no, what's it called? stream-rewards.vercel.app. There we go. I just don't want to show it before Wednesday. Yeah, I mean, you have the full control of that, right? Like just toss some of this. Oh, that's the other thing we have to do. Okay, here's what to do. I'll have to allow you to remove these so that you can just toss in a bunch of other ones, like random ones to test it, and then you can remove them later. And then also you could just like fully hide it. Oh, I had the wrong thing. You could just hide it from Twitch as well. Oh, but you need to show it. Yeah, just change rewards. We'll just change the rewards to be something else. Something else that's not these other ones. Like this one, like give gov or cominth or shibby. Classic ones. Oh, why is that down? But yeah, I should be able to remove them. So, no. Tracking metric. Yeah, so pick one of these types, active webhooks, tracking metric, and then if we have one, if tracking metric not empty, so it knows when we hit goals and whatnot, and moves on to the next. Yeah. I can hold on. So let me just save this so nothing's broken, and go. Actually, you can see it on the stream, but I'll go. Let me just go back to the local host. Stop loading. Why are you loading forever? That doesn't seem good. Hold on. Is this website down? Oh no. Okay. What in the world? Boop. Okay, so once I'm coloring for my kids. Inspector Gadget. That's a good show, right? Inspector Gadget. Localhost /u/this. Yes. Very good show. Alright, so I'll just show it here. It's simpler. So we'll go to index. And then right now, again, like I haven't, that's the wrong index. I haven't hooked up the backend to measure these things, so I have it like hard coded. But if I pick like 10, you'll see that everything will adjust. I had a hard time figuring out what like the lowest thing is, right? Like at the bottom, if it was like at 0, it was really hard. So I had to I had to figure out the best way of doing it. So if I tick it up to like, let's say 14, it'll move to 14 until it gets past a certain point where it's not super below. So let's go to like 30. I don't know actually what the number is. Let's meet that reward, 20. Oh, okay, it is 30. So I hope you're okay with this. Yeah, it's totally fine. Okay, yeah. So then it kind of goes up. So if I like jump to like not 340, but 40. Oh, your lowest is 10. Okay. Yeah, so if I have 0, this is what it looks like. And then if I have 30, it kind of goes up slowly. And then eventually it hits this thing where it actually starts increasing a lot more. So if I go to like, let's say 60, there we go. Of course, yeah. And anyway, so like it'll animate nicely. So there's like the 600. That I actually didn't put any of these like actually decent numbers in for random numbers, random junk. But yeah, it'll animate up both the reward and the like subs as it goes. And hopefully, me entering it causes like a full refresh, so it kind of like jumps a lot. But hopefully, as it ticks in over time, it kind of moves up slowly. I also wrote. Well, hopefully, again, we'll have the chance to test this today with a couple follows. Yeah, I tested 1870 just to make sure it wasn't unreasonably out of the page or something silly. But and then I think I made one higher. Anyways, yeah, I put the numbers as well, so you can see on here. I don't know how you feel though. We can tweak small things afterwards. Sweet, yes, that's awesome. I'll let you know. We have to hook it up first. So. But right now, so yeah, I wanted to say follows instead of subs, and I can know that because I have the metric we're tracking, and in my case, it's not subs, it's follows. So if my tracking metric is not null, I can set tracking metric to be tracking metric dot sub type. Okay, sweet, thank you. I'll just yell at you. Enjoy playing Overwatch, which I have no idea what that is. So wait, what? This is an array? Oh, yeah. Take the first one. That's good. Then it's not an array. And then it's not assignable to Trackable webhook because it's a string. So we'll cast it to as Trackable webhook type. There we go. Brilliant. So I can now use a tracking metric based on my user ID, which is what I'll do over here. So const tracking metric equals this, and then also passing in the user ID. So props dot user dot login is what I want. There, except I broke everything. Big error on the screen. Import it. String or undefined is not assignable to type of string because it's possibly undefined. Okay, that's fine. Let's just say or undefined. Undefined. There we go. Now we should all be happy. And let me just console log this tracking metric. Let's go log tracking metric. Just to make sure we're tracking the right metric. Undefined? Get out of here. Oh, is it because it's a protected route? That's quite possible. Use active webhooks. Use active webhooks called API webhooks list. API webhooks list. Ah, yes. It's because it is protected. So we can't protect that because it needs to be called on that page. That's fine. So we have this ID. We can just take away this. Take away this. Unprotected. Unprotected. Now it's unprotected. Great. User ID string. User ID here, which is... Oh, it's user ID. Ah! Darn it. I don't have a user ID. Do I? Maybe I do have a user ID. Hold your horse. Yes, user ID. No. Oh, there we go. Okay, that one got follow, but I don't know if will it get user ID from here? Server-side props. Where are you? Get server-side props. Do you get user ID? Get Twitch user by login. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we get user props. Okay, great. So it says channel.follow. So when I have in here, this code is super messy, by the way. Just awful. Sub count, single step, sub count, extra word. Here we go. So subs and subs. I have a function somewhere. I think it's on the edit screen, which is, here it is, get Twitch event friendly name. Copy that or cut that out. I'll put it in a helper. There's going to be an error. No error is good. Oh, what's it called? What's it called? Get Twitch event friendly name. That's what it's called. Get, let's paste it. Paste.ts there. Copy this. Export this. Paste. Export this. And import this. There we go. This has been a lot more code than I somewhat expected, which is okay, because I'm happy with it, and I only did it once, and now hopefully it'll spawn a couple YouTube videos. Why are you mad? Oh yeah, because that function is imported now, here. This, boom, this, here, bam. Actually, we can just do it this way. Here, const, metric friendly name equals that. Oh, except no weird squiggly brackets. And import this, and import this. And then it's the tracking metric. Subtype. Oh, it's actually just the tracking metric. This way. As this. There we go. Okay. Awesome. It's possibly undefined, which I'm not sure what. We'll see what happens if it is undefined, I guess. And here we see subs. It's always going to be plural. I wonder if it's actually plural here. Follows is here. And actually dash 2 lowercase. Oh, I'm happy with that. It says capital F, so I can do 2 lowercase, and that's really nice. What are you complaining about? Follows subs are undefined. Sure. Make sure it's not undefined. There, and then the next one here. This metric friendly name. Awesome. And now all of a sudden it's just too big. Follows is too big, so it has. Or did I do special padding on this one? I did. There we go. Great. So now we're measuring follows. Awesome. Now we're measuring follows. Now what we'll do is we actually have to hook this up. So I'm going to write all the code. I'll write all the code for hooking up, tracking these things actually in real time. And then I'll find someone to follow me, I guess, and see if it ticks up properly. I think that's it. So I have this database object, database table, whatever you call it, called Twitch user events. And it tracks all the user events that happen when subscribed to them, obviously. So either the event of a follow or the event of a sub, depending on which one you're following. If you're streaming, it'll put a record in here. And so what I need to do is, in order to measure these things, is I need to go and grab all the records that are for the stream that I'm currently streaming, and then just count them, I guess. I can do a couple things as well, like make sure, get the last person who did it, because there is a time in which this happens. There's a time? Is there a time? There's no time. Type, login, well that's heresy, so we have to change that. Type, we need to have a created at time. Created at the time this event happened, or was recognized by the webhook. There we go, and it's a timestamp. It's not to be allowed empty. Save. Okay, please no one follow because it'll break. No one follow me. Do you hear? Please don't follow me. Oh, it's not the right place. It needs to be in here. Handler. So all these handlers. User subscribe event. Add Twitch user event. Here. So much code. we do created underscore at date, new date, this way dot to ISO string. Right, that's the thing. Oh, I have to add it to, yes, right, to this object, this interface. Event type created at this. Good, okay, and then we have to omit that from the input as well. Created underscore at. Great. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so now we should be able to get the last person who subscribed as well. So let's start by doing we have to create a couple hooks for this and a couple endpoints. This is a lot of like back-end work for now before we get into the front end, because we'll need to know, in order to know like what we're tracking here, what stream ID we currently are, because each of these records are constantly growing lists, infinitely growing lists. And so, first of all, whoever's super base is going to get super mad at me, because hopefully people use this app and it gets super, super large because there's going to be so many people using it and just constantly growing this database, which will eventually result in me having to rewrite some things. It'll be too inefficient. But that's fine. So yeah, we'll write a couple of hooks so that we can figure out what stream am I currently on, so that I can eventually then write a hook to get all the current people who have followed or subscribed based on the event active type that I'm measuring. And then once we have those two things, we technically have the ability to like monitor these things live, and we'll set up an ability to like poll for them. Then we'll have to do a bit of front end to like smooth out how it looks. That's kind of the plan. Let's go use active, or use live stream, we'll call it, livestream.ts, and export function, use live stream, user ID string. So these are all based on your user ID, and then it's going to give you back, I think all we need is the stream ID. I don't know why you would need, like live streams are just like started at time, user ID, and ID itself of the stream. So I don't know why you would need anything else besides just, hey, give me back a string, which is the stream ID. Use live stream ID, maybe that's like a better way of naming that. Use live stream ID. And then what we'll do is we'll import a couple things. Import use SWR from SWR. I don't think we'll ever need to mutate this. So we can probably just destruct out that thing and pass it along. And then we'll need to use state. Import use state and use effect from React. Classic. And then we'll have to do a couple things. So const data here, which is going to get us back the stream, is equal to use SWR. What is this? I always like, this is another thing with types, is they're kind of just all over the place. And I would like them to be in one area so that I can use them and not have to like look in which file they are and forget their names. Twitch weblog, no, live stream, user live stream. That's the object. It's not even exported. Export that object, please. So I'll get this back from use SWR, and I'll pass in a couple things. This has to be unauthenticated. So I'll pass in API / what should the route be? Pages, API, auth, rewards, webhooks. I guess these are like it's just a stream now. Like it's almost just API / user / stream. Maybe that's a good route. And then we also have to pass in the user ID, which potentially is undefined. Undefined. Good, okay. And we'll get this fetcher, we'll make a fetcher. Now the window's too small. Function, async function. I'm going to copy paste this one. Hold on. Why would I rewrite all this code when I can just go and copy and paste from here? Nope. Not there. From here. Yes. This looks good to me. Copy, paste. So the fetcher takes in the route that we're going to fetch at, which is API user stream, which we'll have to create. We'll pass in the user ID, which is not optional, but rather strictly undefined. Potentially, not strictly. Potentially undefined. If we are undefined, we'll throw an error, which will cause a retry loop to happen and use SWR. So until we have user ID, we won't try and fetch. And then we'll actually try and do the fetch. So we'll call the route with question mark ID is this ID, and that way we can get the stream object from the database based on this user ID. If, and the return type, yeah. If the fetch has an error, we'll return undefined explicitly. If it isn't, we're just gonna get text back. We'll just send back, actually no, JSON object, just to be safe. I like JSON. So we'll get data, we'll try and parse that data. For some reason, if it's bad, return undefined. Undefined, maybe like we couldn't find the ID. And then otherwise we return data dot ID, probably, because this is gonna return a stream object. So we'll give back data dot ID. And then ID will return us, actually, no, we'll just return back all of data, just to be safe here. All of data, and all of data is known as a user live liver stream. A liver stream. Would anyone watch a liver stream? I'm not sure what would actually be involved in a liver stream. But probably not. Live streams are probably good. We'll probably stay at live streams. What? Oh, right. Or undefined. I can never spell undefined. Never. It's so hard. Never once have I done it the first try. That's probably not completely true. Small amounts of lies. Great, so can we get the stream now? So this thing here gets the user live stream or undefined. Data here, user live stream or undefined. It's never read. What is wrong here? What's wrong with this thing? Fetcher, route user ID or undefined is promise user ID. Argument of this or that. This is not assignable parameter read only key blah 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 because why? Why is it not assignable? Source has 2 elements but target requires 3. What? Oh gosh, okay, oh there's an error. So I'm just gonna leave it alone for now. Const, we'll have to get the stream ID, which is all we actually care about. Set stream ID. It's probably just a type issue that I'm having there that's really bad. I'll check it out in a second. Use state. It's going to be a string for the stream ID, or undefined, which I think this is going to be or undefined. There. And then we can do use effect. Every time that data changes, we'll update the ID. So if data is not empty, we can go, hold on, set stream ID to data.id. Right, and data is a user live stream, and ID is some sort of string. Brilliant. This looks great to me, and then we'll just return out stream ID, and then we'll figure out what the heck is wrong with this type. Why are you complaining? API, user stream, user ID, which is potentially undefined, and then the fetcher is this thing, async, which returns a promise user live stream or undefined, which is what this is. It says any as user live stream. Does that help? No, doesn't help. Fetcher. Did I spell everything right? Fetcher. What is happening here? Does this have to be typed or undefined? Oh, I see. Of course, I have to be explicit because I'm returning it up here explicitly. I have to do it here. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So yeah, this is going to track our use live stream ID. It's going to track our live stream. Which live stream are we on? Do we even have one? That's what it's going to track. Then we have to create this route because I don't have it yet. So user stream webhooks. No, whole new API user stream. Boom.ts. What am I going to pull from? List seems reasonable. It's a super small one. Sounds good. User stream. Paste. This is also an unprotected route. It is a get request. It has an ID that's bad request if we sent empty. And then we're going to do get live current live stream for user. There we go. So get current live stream for user. We'll pass that idea and we'll JSON that response back. Sounds great. Sounds great to me. I think I may already have a function that's like get the current live stream. So let me check. Add user, remove, does, list, get create list rewards, add, mark as complete, get current live stream for user ID. Look at that, I'm way ahead of myself. I already have it. Paste. Brilliant. This thing returns a promise, user's live stream undefined. This is brilliant. So now I can use live stream ID in my page, which is the index page here. So many hooks. Hooks for days. Here, const live stream, or stream, let's call it stream ID is equal to use live stream ID props.user .id. Paste. And then we'll console.log stream ID. That's not it. Perfect. Perfect. Everything's working just as intended. There it is. There's my stream ID. 42276126460. Got it? Write it down and hack me. No, just kidding. Which is exactly what we have here. Okay, now that we have that, we can go into the user events page and get all of the events. So we'll create a function for doing this. All of the events that happen for that particular live stream ID for a particular user. And that's it. And we'll get all of them. And we can sort them. We'll order them by their created at time. Yeah, we'll order them by the created at time. And those will be, right now I have like current sub count, which should be called current metric count, which I'll just change really quickly here. Current metric count. It used to be just subscribes, but now it's also follows. So current metric count. Right now it's hard-coded 600, but this will become a hook as well to use the metric. Use that metric. Actually, we might as well start writing the scaffolding now. So we can say, well, let's do it in a comment. Const current metric count is equal to use current or use track current metric. And it takes the user ID and the live stream ID. So props.user.id and stream ID. And then we'll pass in some options in here. Actually, no, we'll just do it. Yeah, we'll just do it. Okay, I'll leave it like this because I'm thinking there's possible two ways of doing this. Because I'm going to use SWR, stale while revalidate. It allows you to pass like a refresh interval, which is like near real time ability. Which, Kaylee, if you're still around, is that okay with you, or do you want it fully real time? Because the other option here is that you can do it fully real time with WebSockets. And we can try and use WebSockets to pass events on, and that won't be like too much extra to set up. I could probably do that off stream if no one's interested in seeing how we set up those WebSockets with Versal, but yeah, one of those two ways. But I'm going to start with use SWR and a refresh interval, and that should be enough to like uptick it, which would be good. So current metric count, stream ID, great. So yeah, use track current metric, and this will query this Twitch user events database with the user ID and the stream ID, and then sort them by time. And so actually we should do this. The current count, which is what we want. We also want like the latest user, which is the one who triggered the last event. So we can display, like if you can see here, we don't even display it. We could display, eventually, at one point in time, we could display, Wikidoo was the last follow, or Wikidoo was the last sub. That might be good information to have. Good, okay, great. So let's do that. This is gonna require another backend route. User, where should that go? I think it makes sense to go in user, right? User track metric? User track metric? What's that route gonna be called? Ugh. Track current metric. User metrics. Yeah, metrics sounds fine. User metrics.ts. Okay, I'm just going to copy the stream one because it's going to be very similar to the stream one. So the stream one, we get an ID in. So the ID is actually the user ID. So we're going to actually explicitly set these user ID and stream ID are going to be the two options. Passed here, user ID, and then stream ID, which is also potentially optional string. I probably should explicitly say that this is like or undefined. It shouldn't be or undefined, but I'll use optional for now. So if the user ID or the stream ID is null, is empty, that's a bad request, send 400. Otherwise, oh, you know what else we need? We need the metric to get by. So sub event type. Event type, question mark, boom, is actually a Twitch webhook type. No suggestions. I spelled Twitch wrong. Darn it. Twitch webhook type. That's right. Great. Twitch webhook type, event type, and then or event type equals to null. There we go. So then we have to do is get all user events for, and we'll pass in the user ID, the stream ID, and the event type. Perfect. Get all user events for. And we will, where is it? Stream here. Oh, that's not what I want. Subscriptions, no. Twitch events, no. Supabase. Track, receive, Twitch webhook. Because I don't have anything like that yet. Rewards, where do I track? Twitch, yeah, so I only have an ad for Twitch user events. Here we go. Export async function. Get all user events for. It's going to take a user ID. User ID string, stream ID string, and then the event type, Twitch webhook type. What is this? More space, please. Good. There we go. And it'll return promise of Twitch user events array. Good. Or empty if you can't find it for some reason. Twitch webhook type. I spelled Twitch wrong. What? For some reason, I always spell Twitch wrong. I spelled everything wrong. I guess it shouldn't be a for some reason thing. Okay, I'll just go and see where's another get event here. Here's get. So I'm gonna copy and paste code so I don't have to write it. This one, copy. I managed to abstract the insert request, but I have not been able to for the get because there's just too much variability. So paste, and then Twitch user event, paste records. All right. Let's go with a dot. No, dot equals is fine, I guess. Dot equals, dot equals, dot equals. 3 equals stream underscore ID is going to be the stream ID. User ID. What's my user ID? It's the event type, which I think, yeah, event underscore type, event type. Perfect. This is the way it's going to go. Not single. I want to get all of them, but I do want to order by created underscore at. Why are you mad? Is order Twitch user event? I see. I added it to the database, but I didn't update records. My mistake. What? Didn't I add it here? Created at Twitch user event. Why are you getting so mad? Twitch user event. Did I spell it wrong? No. Created at. Oh, silly spelling mistake. If records.data is empty, then we're going to return an empty list. Otherwise, we can return records.data. So order by created at. I'm not exactly sure which direction this will be. I'll have to look at it. I'm also always confused by ascending and descending orders, but that's fine. That's fine. I can get confused, right? I'm always confused, actually. Who is out there in the viewer world? Why are you here? It's a Saturday night. You're here watching me. What's got you doing that? Oh, someone just left. Don't question me. I'll do what I want. That's what they said. Get out of here. Great. Get all user events for. This returns a list of Twitch user events, which we can get back. Great. Now we have to create that hook to actually listen for this. I'm realizing now that the hook I created, I can just use live stream directly in. I don't need to use live stream elsewhere. Actually, do I? I do. Do I? I'm thinking because if you're not live streaming, you shouldn't show a bar. Yeah, I feel like that makes sense. You shouldn't show any bars. So if you're not live streaming, then I'll hide it. That's what'll happen. That's what'll happen. Use, oh gosh, what did I call this? Track metric? Something like this, .ts? Ooh, TRS. What file extension is TRS? Not the right one. Let me go back to this homepage. What is going on in this homepage? It's called use track current metric. I think that's what I called it over here. Use track current metric. There. Okay, and then the signature is this. Oh, where is this? This is the edit page. Index, metrics, don't care, Superbase, use live stream, list. Just started building my portfolio in Next. Your channel helped me out a little bit with static props, and I'm here to passively absorb practices and techniques. Great, Mr. Stonesley. Well, this is a heavy use of Next. This is actually a pretty big project. If you want to check out the code afterwards as well, here, https://github.com/ I always type out all my links. I have no idea why. I probably could just copy and paste it. Eric Adamski /stream-rewards. There you go. There's actually like a few advanced pieces in here about using Next. So yeah, I'm happy to like answer questions about it, but enjoy the content. And feel free to ask questions and derail me at any time. I know you said passively absorbing, but if you are watching actively, then feel free to ask questions. Happy to answer. I'm also, one more thing, Mr. Stonesley. I'm trying to get affiliate on Twitch, and so if you have a Twitch account, I'd love it if you could pop over to Twitch and watch there. That'd be great. If not, there's no worries. There's no worries at all. Okay, so yes, last user that triggered the event in the current metric count. So let's go into creating this. Did I copy and paste this? Copy, use tracking metric. Oh, sorry. Okay, that's the wrong one. That's why. Use track current metric. That's the one. I was like, wow, did I already write all this code? No, I did not. You fool, Eric. You fool. User ID string or undefined. Writing these hooks, they should be like auto-generated. I remember CEO of Vercel, Guillermo, he mentioned this as well at some point, but when you're using SWR, like use SWR, you can almost pre-write hooks for your particular like API routes. It'd be really nice if that was the case, because most of them are pretty simple. I usually watch on Twitch. I was there the other night. Oh, amazing. It just happened to see you on YouTube at the time. I'll swap over now. It's no sweat. Thank you. I really appreciate it. It does actually mean a lot for you to help me out on Twitch at the moment. But I mean, the fact that you're watching in the first place is really meaningful as well. So I really appreciate it. Promise. What is the case? What does this return? This returns not a promise. It doesn't return a promise. It returns an array, and it returns an array of the count, because all I actually care about is the count. I don't want the entire set of users back. Which makes sense. Maybe I should just, when I have that backend API route metrics, I'm like sending back every single user thing here, but probably what I should do is just send back the count in the last one. That probably makes the most sense. So let me go back here and edit this. I think that, I wonder if I could return, yeah, because I think that select allows you to pass in options that, yeah, returns in head and count. Amazing. I don't know what head does. What does head do? When set to true, we'll void data. Oh, okay, no, that's not what I want. But I do want to return the count, so count is true. Is that not what that is? It's not a sum of parameters type string. Star. Count is true. No? Exact planned estimated. I see. Ooh, that probably makes it a lot faster of a query if I have like estimated. Let's take estimated. Well, let's go with exact. I like exact numbers. I feel like exact numbers are good. So let's select everything and then get the exact count. What does that mean for this? Does that mean this is going to have count on it? Oh, that's not helpful. From select query. Oh, here's a better way of doing it. Records is a type. Postgres response success. What does this type mean? I can't import that? Oh dear. Postgres. Why are you doing this? I just want to see the type. Postgres response. Query builder. F. Postgres. Query builder. Response for success. I'm curious how I get the type of the count out. So data is this thing. Does records have like a count object? Or a property? Count? Which is a number? Ah, it's a number or no. Okay, that's right, that's what it is. So we'll send back the count and then the latest. So we'll do this. Count, records.count, this way, and then we don't care about the data, we just care about the latest event, which is this. Interesting. Oh no, I think this is right. I was wondering if I could do like query just the latest one and get all the count for everything, but I don't think that's true. So that's fine. So count is count. Why are you mad? Oh, it's because it says user event. This is going to be a promise of count a number and a single event, which is going to be the last one, latest, which is actually this or undefined. There we go. That's more like it. Count. Right. Potentially null. Number or null. Actually, we just coerce this thing. Let's coerce this thing to 0, so it's always a number. So there's, by default, there's 0 user events. I forgot to ask Mr. Stonesley. Mr. Stonesley, you said you were building out your portfolio. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see your portfolio. How did it turn out? Is it done? Are you currently building it? Super curious. Actually, what should be the default now? The default return. I guess it should just be count 0. And then latest, well, latest has to be explicitly undefined. Let's just do it optionally undefined so that I can leave it out. There we go. There we go. So latest event, actually no, that makes sense to say it's optional, but when it isn't optional, I don't know if that, I don't know if that makes sense. Who out there is good at TypeScript? Because it's not me. So we now can assume that this is sorted by some direction, so we can just get either the last or the first one. We'll start with the last one. It's a mess. Okay, you don't have to show it. That's fine. I'd love to see it. If you want to send it to me privately, I'd love to take a look. What? Why are you getting so bad? Pop is Twitch user event or undefined. It's not assignable to that. Object literal may only specify known properties, and latest event does not exist. Oh, I see. I didn't put a break type. Latest event. Yeah, I'd love to see it. I love taking a look at other portfolio sites because I have to redo mine. That's actually one of the options for a potential stream is to redo mine because it's just not good. It's not good. I've done a couple of them. It's not good. So I need to redo mine. So I love inspiration. I'm also curious why people do portfolio sites. So Mr. Stonesley, why build a portfolio site? Just because? All right, here we go. This seems right. So the count and latest event. So that way I do actually have to do no work over here. This is going to send back the latest events and the count. And inside of my use track current metric, it can just send back the count as a number. I'm struggling with SSG in Firebase. I'm about a year deep into React, but I picked up TypeScript in Firebase for the project. Entirely self-taught with a career in PHP, so it's an exciting adventure. Absolutely, that's super exciting. This is you're kind of along the same lines as me. So I'm kind of self-taught, not in development, but in front-end development. I taught myself JavaScript. I'm just picking up TypeScript as well, and I've used static site generation in Firebase before. So recently made redundant for my PHP role due to COVID. Oh, brutal. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's awful. COVID has been rough. So this is an opportunity to push my skill set. That's exciting. Well, let me know how I can help. Let me know how I can help, because I'd be happy to help in any way I can. That's exciting. Yeah, so you definitely have to send me your portfolio site when it's ready. When you're ready to show it live, I'll give it a little promotion. Hire this person, or I can just review it. That would also be fun. No, maybe not. I'd like to help though. However you think I can help you, let me know. Use my stream ID count and then the latest event, which is potentially undefined. What was the name again? Twitch user event. I think that's the. No suggestions. Well, crap. It is Twitch user event. I think I'm not exporting it. Yeah, there we go. This is probably the most complete project I've done in TypeScript in a while. / ever. Probably ever. This is the most complete one. I'm building an app as well. You're in a decent situation, but honestly getting some feedback on my code rather than progress on the site would be beneficial. Like I said, I over-engineer like crazy. Okay, that's good. I'll balance you out. I'm happy to give code reviews. I will balance you out though, because I'm the opposite of over-engineering. I'm like the super under-engineer, just hacky, get things done type person. So let's do it. Let's do a code review. Live or otherwise, I'm happy to do it. I can do it async. We can do it live together. We can hop on a call. I can do it on a stream. Whatever you like. Don't let perfect get in the way of good. Interesting. I don't follow my own advice. Yes. That's a really interesting motto. Don't let perfect get in the way of good. That's interesting. So there's one that I subscribe to a lot, which is if you're great, you don't have to be good. I wonder if those two like conflict. I guess perfect is no. I don't think they conflict because perfect is not. Yeah, that's something different. That's something completely different than great. Perfection. That's a beast on its own. Latest event, Twitch user event, which is not imported. That's probably why it's getting mad. Why can't you import this? Oh, because it wasn't exported. Did I export it? Yes. Twitch user event. So it should be able to be importable now. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Solid. I need to copy and paste more copy pasta. Copy pasta. Here we are. This one. Click on this one. Click on this one. Ugh. Copy. Oh, I just auto collapsed everything. How did I do that? I didn't realize how I did that. That's awesome. That's a good key command to know. I'm gonna try it here. Auto collapse. Nope, that didn't do it. This one. Oh. Here we go. Option click. Is it option click? Why is it only collapsing that one? Option click seems to be collapsing everything in here, but I'm not sure why. Oh, it's at a certain level. Maybe it's at a certain level. Oh, yes. Sorry, I just discovered a new key command in VS Code. For me anyway, so I have some weird key commands, but for option, and then you click on a collapse arrow, it collapses every block at that level, which is cool. That's awesome. So if I expand, oh, it's collapsing the, okay, maybe I don't fully understand it. But still awesome, either way, that's good. I like handy tricks like that. Okay, there we go. At the very least, it makes you look like you know what you're doing. If you're just like, let me go, I can just press all the key commands and get stuff done faster. Paste. It's impressive to some people anyways. Some people. I feel like I should make this a specific return value instead of just an object. Here's the hackiness. Mr. Stonesley, you're viewing the hackiness right now. I could make this an object or an actual interface or something like that, but I will not. I will not. Count is going to be number, and then latest event, potentially undefined, or Twitch user event. Oh, is that why I spelled it wrong? No, Twitch is spelled right over there. All right. Or undefined. There. Or undefined entirely. Okay, import this, please. No suggestions. I don't even understand why that's happening. Import, type, Twitch user event from lib Supabase. Okay, now we're all happy. Now we're all happy. This is not happy because the function returns void. That's fine. So there's the fetcher, route, user ID, another one here, which is stream ID. Oh, another one actually, that's subtype. Subtype, event type, Event. I keep forgetting the event type. How is that possible that I keep forgetting the event type? String or undefined. Undefined. Great. Return that. Okay, so we require all three of them. Require. Let's say this. Fetch requirements are missing. We don't actually see this error. It's just for internal SWR, so I'm okay with having it be a bit ambiguous with the name. So if we don't have a user ID, or if we don't have a stream ID, the stream ID is empty, or we don't have the event type, we cannot get this. We cannot fetch. We need all three of these things in order to fetch, which that's good. Okay, fetch error, response, and then, okay, the route and then the ID. So now I've changed these things as well. So I changed them to user ID. It's almost like it should be a post request, but that's fine. I'll just toss everything in query parameters. Stream ID equals to the stream ID. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. If anyone here has not yet been following me, don't follow me yet. Please eventually give me a follow, but don't follow me yet. Let me get this set up, and then we'll test it out. We're going to test this out live with a new follow. That'll be so exciting. We'll see if it actually works. Testing something and see if it works. It's freaky. Event type. I can't remember what I called that one on the back end, what I expected that parameter to be, but that's fine. Event. Tell me when. I've switched over. Yes! I'll let you know as well, Keely. This is going to be so exciting. Event type. Hopefully it works first try. We'll do a quick look. I'll just do a quick read through. Just make sure that it's going to work. I don't want everyone to. You'll have to unfollow me and then refollow me and see how that works out. I don't want any unfollows. That's not going to be good. All right, let me just go back here and make sure that this metrics route, yeah, it does event type. Okay. So there's three query parameters: user ID, stream ID, and event type. And then the route itself is, I didn't even do it yet, that's fine. It's going to be /API/user/metrics. And then we'll get the JSON data out of it, and we'll pass that JSON data back. And that JSON data is looking like count, which is a number, which is the total count of all those events during this current stream, and then the latest event, whatever that is. And that'll give us like the user IDs and the Twitch user IDs for that event. So we can say like the last sub or the last follow was this person. Great, 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 great. Oh, it's coming together. It's so close. I'm just going to do more copy pasta. That's what you like to see, right? You like to see copy pasta. People watch Twitch just to see someone copy and paste some text across the screen. That's exactly correct. Copy. Copy, paste. It makes for the most exciting content. That's not right. Okay, I'm going to make it up. No, I'm not. Am I going to do it? No, I'm not going to do it. Count number. The number, and then latest event, which is a Twitch user event. Why type the same thing twice? Hey man, it's all about dry. Why type the same thing twice? Is that what dry is? You're talking to a bad engineer. I don't know what dry is. Please someone explain to me dry. Twitch user. I'm actually being serious. I might sound slightly sarcastic. I have heard of it. I have read about it. I probably should know about it. Is this something I should know about dry? Defined. If it is something I should know about, someone should probably explain it to me. Or undefined. Or undefined. Don't repeat yourself. I see. Picked up in CSS, don't repeat yourself. Oh, okay. I feel like that's not what copy and paste is about. but that's fine. That's okay. Brilliant. I love it. Dry. Copy and paste is not repeating myself, but it's the ultimate repeat loosely. I'll repeat code again, but I hate typing it again. I like that. That's good. That's a motto I could follow. I just won't type it again. It's all about that copy and paste. User API user metrics. User ID, stream ID, and then I forgot to add this value in here too, but this is the subtype, which is also currently undefined. Twitch webhook event. Twitch webhook type. My mistake. And this is the event type. Event type. Event type. Boom. Now it's shouting at me. Count number, latest event, Twitch user event, or undefined, Why don't you like that? We can do this, actually. We're not going to return undefined into this. We're just going to return the object. So if for some reason we have null, we can just say count is 0. That's much nicer. Count is 0. And that should give us a slightly nicer. Did I just not import use SWR? No, I did. It's imported. So why does it get so mad at me? Types and types and types. Oops. Here. And that's why undefined. Nope, still mad. Latest event. What's is not assignable to count. Oh, because I'm returning it. I see. My mistake. It's not the actual thing that the subset const data. It's the okay. There we go. Return an array, which is the count. So data.count and data.latest event, which is possibly undefined. I guess data seems to be possibly undefined as well. Sure. We'll just do default this to 0 because I need it to be a number. And question mark here. That's okay to be undefined. Let me just make sure it's undefined. There we go. And then import this. Oh, we're so close. Okay, one of the other things we need to add here, just to make it look like it's real time, is refresh interval. I don't remember the exact thing. 100. I don't know. So you said you taught yourself JS, and I presume by extension React and now TypeScript, but where did you get your programming start? Okay, well, yeah, that's a great question. So I have the very classical background of doing a degree in computer science. I am not one of those people, though, who's done coding before that. I didn't even know what computer science was when I went into the degree. I was planning on doing like a bunch of pure science degrees in uni, like astrophysics and kinesiology. Not pure science, I guess, but more sciencey. And I read an article when I was applying, maybe like close to 11 years ago, something like that now. 10 years? 10 years. 10 years ago when I was applying, I read an article that said computer science was like super in demand, and it projected into the future that like there's going to be a huge demand for this job in computer science. And I had no idea. So I just applied for it. And I loved it. So that was the first time I started coding. Finally joined your stream. Oh yes, I streamed in the evening. That's why you're here. I'm so glad you're here. We can chat. But yeah, so I got the classic start, I guess you could call it. Maybe that's the classic start. It's like the classic start is I was 12 years old and I developed this website, and then I started developing forever since then, which is great. I would have loved to have an earlier start, but that's not me. Yeah, university was the time. Wrote my first line of code, and I loved it. When I really started enjoying coding was not actually then. Neopets, that's classic. I've heard of that so many times. When I really started to enjoy coding was the text editor, Atom. I don't know if anyone remembers the text editor Atom because it's kind of gotten pushed out of the way by VS Code, but I love that text editor, and I really started falling in love with it, realizing that you could build like extensions for it, build plugins for it. And that's when I started teaching myself JavaScript. I actually built, this is probably like the worst thing I could possibly say ever. VS Code LiveShare is something I wrote as like I didn't write VS Code LiveShare. I didn't write Atom's version of like what Teletype. They're both amazing plugins. But yes, Atom walked to VS. Yeah, absolutely. It was amazing. It even spawned like Electron too. It was a time when I realized, and this is like why I taught myself web development. You could build mobile apps, desktop apps with just one language. It was like, oh my gosh. And for the web, which I didn't even know at the time that would be the biggest platform because mobile is still big. But the web is like, it was like one of the best decisions I think I've ever made to learn web development. But yeah, Atom, I wrote for one of my final projects in a networking class I was doing in university. Atom had just come out. It was in alpha, beta. It was really early on, but you could build extensions for it in CoffeeScript nonetheless, when CoffeeScript was still a thing. And I built a iteration. I think the plugin is still active. It's not active anymore. I disabled it and I archived the repository. But I built like the very first iteration of, oh my gosh, what is the word for it? You could type, share typing. What is that called nowadays? anyways, the equivalent to like Teletype or VS Code Live Share. So my partner in the project and I could, in one editor, type on the same thing. So I learned all about like, what are they called? Operational transformation, OT? Operational transformations. Anyway, it's gotten big. There are way better libraries that do it now. But yeah, that was kind of how I got started. Like hacking on Atom, built a bunch of packages. I still feel like that is just the source of who I am as a developer, and exactly kind of why I'm building this for Kaylee is like, I just love taking something random and then just building on top of it. It's like so much fun just like, what can I do with this API and build stuff into it. It's a lot of fun. Okay, refresh interval 100. So this is in milliseconds? Let me look at the documentation so I don't get it wrong. I think it might be in seconds. It's so close to being done. It's so close. Let me just take a look. Use our SWR, I think, Vercel.app? I'm just making this up. I have no idea this is the URL. .cap, that's not it. Limits, no. Vercel.app. That's the one. Okay, and then I want to look for refresh. Is there different pages? It seems like there is different pages. Absolutely, I built a few Discord bots for friends. It really helps with scoping a personal project too, if it's just small. Absolutely, yeah, because otherwise personal projects can get way out of hand. Absolutely. Refresh. I have to get into Discord because building bots, I've never built really a bot for anything. I've had this project in my mind for ages to build a Twitter bot for, sometimes, okay, let me explain the problem. We're just gonna stop what we're doing so I can explain to you this problem that I have, that I really want to build a Twitter bot for that I haven't yet. So sometimes people will tweet like, hey, something big is coming. I'm gonna produce a video at some point. And I just lose track of that tweet. I'm like, I wanna follow that. I wanna know when you release that video. Or I wanna know when you release a new website feature or whatever it is. But then I have to like constantly come back to that person's profile and check. And so I often forget. So what I really wanna do is just create a bot for I don't know if it's a bot is the right word, but a Twitter, I think it is a Twitter bot. And so that you can like go to reply to that tweet with this Twitter bot, and they'll remind you when that person tweets something that's vaguely similar to what they were hinting at, so that I can get notified by a little bit of AI stuff in there. But I think it would be so good if I could just say, I wish I had the same passion for coding that you do. It's very inspiring. I feel like all the fun has been sucked out of it for me. I have zero drive to do anything personal. Oh, okay, Kaylee, I feel for you. If you had asked me about this passion and this drive like 4 months ago, it wouldn't have been there. I think like workplace is a big deal. You know, if you have a job that you're not enjoying, especially if it's a coding job and it's not giving you energy, it's kind of taking it out of you, then you're not going to feel like coding in the off season. You're not going to feel like coding when you aren't at work. I get it. This is new for me. This is like reinvigorating to do stuff like this. So hopefully that's why I want, like, Twitch has been so good for that actually. Because I used to do like a bunch of, I still want to go back to YouTube. In the same boat. Yeah, it's hard. Especially if you go all in, trying to do something big all at the same time, it's going to be, you gotta get burnt out. Okay, so I just want to look at this. Sorry, refresh interval. Details. Refresh interval, tell me, is it seconds? I just want to know if it's seconds. Refresh interval, revalidate on interval. Here we go. Okay, it's milliseconds. It's in milliseconds. I've been there. The best thing to do either is pick up a new language or a new API and just roll with it. That's a good suggestion, Mr. Stonesley, just to pick something up new. Yeah, you kind of just want to reinvigorate, but pick something up that's interesting, that's new. For me, it was, I guess, the Notion API, just picking that up and be like, that's fun, I should build something. But not everyone has to do that either. Like, I think that there's a perfectly healthy place for just doing it as a job. I don't know. It's like, just do it as a job. Don't build anything on the side. It's gonna be okay. Like, you're gonna make good money. You're a developer. It's gonna be okay. JavaScript skills suck. That's not true. Just needs to be my priority. Your JavaScript skills don't suck. I think I can quite reasonably say that as a fact. What's the app I'm developing? Denny's my friend. It's this little bar you see on the stream. Hold on, you can't see that. That's my OBS. Hold on, there it is. It's this little bar. I'm developing this app, and it monitors live the follows or subs people get, and you can like set up rewards. so that when they reach that point, it just displays these things. My friend Kaylee87 here in the chat, as she's known, she's better known. I don't know if you're better known that way. Kaylee87. She's having her streamiversary next week on Wednesday. I should also post. How do you do bots? Someone has to teach me how to do bots here. You should go and give her a follow. https://twitch.tv/ I'm typing out all my links. Kaylee87. Go give her a follow. She'll be doing a streamiversary stream, 12 hours, I think it is, next week. I don't know when. A metric ton of ways to work with JS. I started with flat HTML and script tags, writing HTML canvas games. Ah, yes. With Firebase results promises too late for render. It's all fun. Oh my goodness. Mr. Stonesy, let me help you. This sounds like a problem that I can solve for you pretty quickly. I love promises. I love them. But yes, 12 hours of streaming. And I agree, Mr. Stonesy, that there's so many ways to work with React and work with JavaScript in general, and so many different languages and frameworks. You followed? Not yet. Oh, you followed Kaylee. Oh, okay. Ooh. Oh. Ooh, I thought you were saying you followed me. Not yet. Hold it in. Hold off. Hold off. We're gonna refresh every 2. What is close to real time? Like 5? No, not yet. Thank you for the follow, Denise. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. I was waiting. I wanted to hold on so we could test the app with that follow. That's okay. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. It means a lot. It means a lot that you're here watching. It means a lot that you followed. Don't unfollow. Maybe. We'll see. I feel like I've tried to get into JavaScript so many times, but I just can't get it. So what do you mean? Let's dig into this. Is there a way to contact you? Some form of mentorship would be invaluable when my only teacher right now is Trackable. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm 100% available. My time isn't, but my Twitter is. So there's my Twitter. You want to chat about it later? We can chat about it now. We don't. If you don't want to, it's fine. We can chat about it later. But yeah, follow me on Twitter. Message me on Twitter. I can give you some more personal contact information, Mr. Stonesley, there, and we can get chatting and figuring out how to do mentorship or whatever you want to call it. I can help you out, whatever it is. I'll be there for you. But yeah, DM me on Twitter. That's probably the best way. I also want to build an app. Speaking of things I want to build, I use Twitter as like a DM source, but it'd be really nice if I could just send a link that people could then all of a sudden just start messages in like a DM with me. Wouldn't that be nice? Is there an app for that already? Because I want that app. If not, I'll build it. The building of it would be pretty simple. We should build it on the stream. I gotta calm down. Okay, we're back in here. So we should be able to track these metrics now. The count of them. Actually, hold on. Since I got a follow, even though I'm not monitoring it real time yet, it should have shown up in here. Refresh. Looks like I'm making a Twitter account. 3 a.m. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me just, yes, it's here. Amazing. Here, this is, it's fine. Here's my email. I'll just give out my email. It's fine. There we go. Email me. You don't have to create a Twitter account. Email me. We'll sort that out. We'll sort it out. We'll find a better way, and then I can give you my my cell number, and we can text or whatever makes most sense to you. It's fine. I know, Kaylee, it's the worst thing in the world to send my email across the internet, but it's fine. Make a new email. Yeah. Amazing. I do. Yeah. Every detail. I mean, your event username. Anyway, it's fine. I'll get a bunch of spam. People will spam me. People will sign me up for things. It's okay. Gmail is pretty good at tracking that kind of crap. And honestly, my channel is not that popular. And this video will disappear eventually, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine, Kaylee. I weighed the consequences in my mind for a brief minute before I went and just did it. It's okay. All right, track current metrics. We're so close here. I'm so close, I can feel it. Where am I? Don't go out of your way or anything. Even a quick glance at progress is fantastic. I will not go out of my way. Don't you worry. Send me everything, and at my leisure, I will look at it to help you out. I love doing that kind of stuff. I love it. Okay, index page. Here we go. So this, boom, use track current metric. We need to pass in props.user question mark. Oh dear, what did I do? Question mark dot ID. Oh, Kaylee, one day we work together again. Don't worry. It'll happen. I wish that I had more time working with you. Why did he say that? He's running the show over there. I thought he'd love that. I thought he'd love to be able to do that. Stream ID. Sounds like you want to learn JS, but you haven't necessarily found a context for it. Yeah, that's quite possibly a suggestion. I thought you did not do any work on weekends. That's changing, my friend. I'm getting into Twitch. I have things to do. I have an app to build for Kaylee. It's getting done. So here I am. And also, my kids just happen to be not here. So I'm able to. Usually weekends are reserved for family time and family time. So, but it just so happens that I don't have that commitment today, and I'm able to be here instead with all of you. And I love it. I love every moment, every second, every millisecond, microsecond. I love it all. You may not love it all, those of you who are watching, but I do. I need the event type, tracking metric, const, and what did I call it? Current metric count, and then last, what did I call it? Last event? And then it doesn't matter, I guess. Last event. Here equals this, paste. Get rid of this. Okay. All right. So this is then theoretically hooked up live. I have 1. That's how many follows I just had in this stream. So it's measuring correctly. It's measuring correctly. And let's see who the last event was. Let's get a new follow. Yes, Mr. Stonesley. Okay, let's see how quickly this thing updates. Follows 2. 2 follows. It updates live. Kaylee, was that fast enough for you? That update? 2 follows. I could do it faster because every 5 seconds I did it, that might be too slow. We can just do it every 2 seconds. That's much faster. So if I get a new follow, anyone else there not following me, hit the follow button so we can take up that bar. Let's see how many we can get. I'll actually go and adjust the rewards. We can cope with some rewards now. Went to school for web development. JS didn't stick then. Worked at a job that was exclusively HTML, CSS. When that ended, went back and did a 10-week bootcamp. Felt good about JS. But the job I'm in now, we don't use JS a lot. So when I do get paralyzed looking at it, my foundation is just gone. I also, so I have some context on your position, Kaylee. And the JavaScript that you look at, potentially, in your day job, potentially, is bad. It's a lot of anti-patterns. There's no good stuff. It's also ages old. It's super old. So I wouldn't feel like looking at that thing that too bad about your understanding of JavaScript. I'm sure your understanding of JavaScript is good. I'm sure it is. You just need to become more confident in it, which is not a problem. I want to help you. I do, so badly. Because I know the potential you have. I know the potential you have. And I'm not going to suggest that you change jobs at all, but do you still learn Vim or do you use bindings? Another follow, yes! 3 follows! That was near real time. JRC21, thank you so much. Amazing. I loved it. I hope you enjoyed seeing that little bar at the bottom tick up a tiny, tiny amount. Actually, probably not at all even. But I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for the follow. Only use bindings that you know. I only use bindings that I know. I don't know if I'm up for learning new ones, honestly. Maybe I will. Maybe it'll be a thing that I'll do. Let me just toss in. Okay, so I took away the latest follow in the design we had in the box. So here on this side of the screen, it says follows :3, and in that box of the design, I also had like the last follow username, the Twitch user who just followed. But because, like, as you can see now, it's like right at the bottom of the screen. So if I put extra information in that box, it becomes hard to style these things where they're like overlapping or something off the screen. And I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to take the last event here, which is now JRC21. Oh, I really appreciate it. Thank you. And I'm going to pop it. Where should I put it? This will track all subs, right? Gift subs and resubs and new subs. I assume so, because it's just one endpoint. So if you get a sub in, I know that gift subs for sure, because there's an isGift flag on the API, we can look at it right quick. Here we go. Let's look at it. Actually, hold on. Let me just toss in last event dot event underscore user underscore name. This is potentially undefined. Yes, JRC21. He's up there. They're up there. Let me just. Where am I going to put this? I need to put this in a bubble that's floating, so I don't displace anything. Okay, whatever. I'll just put it in a comment here for now. Oop, that's not a comment. Oh, it's all broken. I'm sorry. Okay, it's back. Okay. Yeah, let's look at it right now. I think that I don't know if I know if it's a resub or not, but I definitely know if it's a gift. Twitch events, and then user subscribe. Yeah, it only tells you the tier and is a gift. Let me see if in the information it tells you in the event subscription information. So here's the subscription payload. It doesn't tell you whether or not it's a resub, and it doesn't tell you. I think it should be fine. I think we can trust it. That every subscription, because there's a subscription end, which I'm not tracking. So if someone subscribes to you, then unsubscribes right away. I don't even know if that's possible. But if they do that, you're not going to know about it. We won't negate. We won't take away anything. Subscription end. So it's not possible. Okay. Gift, we're not tracking specifically because isGift is probably fine. Cheer, yeah, I don't think so. I think that a resub is just counted as a new subscription. As far as this is concerned, I don't actually know about the actual API situation, but receives a subscriber. This does not include. Oh, it does not include resubscribes. Oh, so it's only new subscribers. How do you check resubscribes? FV. Channel subscribe. Yeah, okay. I don't. So you just can't track resubscribes. Well, that's on you. Maybe you can make a little ticker that if someone resubscribes, you can increment it yourself. You can increment the count yourself. That'll be actually a lot harder to build into this app than you think. Do you want that? Is that something you want? Don't tell me that's something you want. Oh, okay. Is that something you want? Is that something you want? I'll have to supplement a whole new database table to track that. Okay, all right. Okay, we can do it. Stretch goal. This is great. Okay, so what do I need to do? There's two things we need to do. We need to be able to remove. So in the app here, I think we'll be able to get to it, Kaylee. Don't worry. We'll be able to get to it. So in the app here, when I go to edit, I'll be able to see all the rewards that I have, which are stored user rewards here, all the ones here. I'm just going to get rid of a few of them. Oh, oops. I think I just broke the whole database. Get rid of this row. This one, we'll get rid of this one. And then we'll get rid of this one. There we go. Now they're all this nonsensical junk. So I can delete them here from the database, but we can't yet delete them from the app. So when I go /edit here, I have this big long list, and I should be able to delete these because you don't want the same rewards necessarily for every stream. And if you want to use this more than once, I also have these hard-coded, and I want to change them because none of this makes any sense, and I do want to be able to use this for getting follows. So I should allow to remove these things. Mr. Stonesley, I understand that my experience is different, but I'd say ignore anything you do at work. Oh, that's a pretty good advice, actually. I actually would say that's pretty good advice. Do something new. If you use React at work, learn Vue, that sort of thing. Alternatively, I would wholeheartedly recommend messing with GreenSock and 3JS. Okay, this is going to actually get interesting, Mr. Stonesley, because I tried GreenSock and I couldn't get into it. I love the idea of being able to animate SVGs really nicely. I love that. But I couldn't do it. GreenSock, I just had no idea. It seemed really complex. The extent of my animations are like frame motion. That's like the extent of my animations. Because it's just so, I feel like it accentuates the tediousness of front-end web development. just like moving pixels, certain places. I like responsive, percentages, and that sort of thing. That's my jam. Ratios, making things easy. Okay, sorry, yeah, so yeah, we need to be able to remove these things, and then I'm gonna edit them, and we'll be set up that way. And then the other thing we'll have to do, that I'd like to do, is on this screen, Eric, you should put a link to your Twitch stream when streaming on YouTube, because I needed to do a couple of searches to find me on Twitch. Ah, that's a really good point. Should I do that now? CMC A Boy. Hello. Did I pronounce that name correctly? CMC A Boy. Hello. Welcome. How are you? If you want to see the bar on the left-hand side of the stream go up, toss me a follow, and you'll see it go up. You can feel free to unfollow me afterwards if you really don't want to follow me along. Just turn notifications off. I'd appreciate any of that. Okay. Let me see here. How's it going? How's your night going? Evening? Day? What time is it for you? I have a hard time with that. It's nighttime for me. It's nighttime for me. So how are you doing in my nighttime? So yeah, I want to toss up this person, the last subscribed person's, or last followed person's name. Where should I put it? Where should I put it? I don't want to take up any more of like the screen. I think I'll just put it at the top. Like right next to here. I'll put it kind of absolutely positioned. So, it'll just get overflowed on. Greenstock is a joy to work with? It's not a joy. Get out. Here we go. You have some things to teach me. They've tightened syntax and made everything a lot much cleaner. That's good. Maybe with TypeScript. I didn't try it with TypeScript. So if it's got TypeScript, maybe that'll be better. CMCA boy, you waved and that was it? Hello? Where'd you go? And you also, did you type a full-on iOS emoji? Are you on a phone, or are you just a pro at using the Mac keyboard? Or is that just because I have Apple devices and you sent me just a random emoji and it rendered it that way? Okay, where should I put this? Kaylee, someone help me. I want to put the last person who followed or subscribed. Where should I put that? Because it's not really good. Maybe it does work. Oh, thinking face. Thinking face. For me, it's another Apple emoji, but I don't know. I think the same bubbles as follows is good. But then it'll overflow. Is that fine? It'll look bad. Let's try it. Here we go. We can try it. We'll just toss it in this way. Right, so it'll see. Oh. There's a slash in the way. There. Or is in one line? Is that bad to do it in one line? Let me just do this. Let's put it on 2 lines for now, so we can see. Yeah, see, it overflows. I don't like the overflow. It's gross. Follows is 3. Last, this thing but singular. So I'll just pop off the end. Some nasty to do to the top. At the top of what? The top of the screen? What top? Top of what? The top of the bubbles? I can have another bubble. Another bubble. 3 bubbles. Top of the bar. Yeah, that's what I thought. Top of the bar. But then if it gets up to like way at the top, it'll overflow. But maybe that's okay. Or here's what we'll do. Absolute typed my Greenstock stuff. Yeah, no sweat. Anyway, I've got to dip. It's been great chatting with you guys. I'm sure I'll be around soon. Yes, please come back soon and shoot me an email. And nothing bad. Please don't use my email to sign up to too much stuff. It's already on the internet at work, so it's not a big deal. But yes, Mr. Stonesley, we'll chat. We'll chat soon. I'm looking forward to reading your code and looking at your portfolio site. I'm super excited about that. Okay. Where to put this? Where to put this person's name? Not that name. What name is it? This name. The last person to sub. The last person to sub or sort of follow. Where should it go? Right in the middle of the screen. I'll make a big thing in the middle of the screen. That's where it'll go. Here's what we'll do. I will tack it on. I'll tack it on as a pseudo element. Here we go. This is going to be a bit wild. Is this too wild? No, that's too wild. It won't look good. Oh my gosh, why is this so hard? Why is this so hard? What I was thinking was maybe we could put it outside of one of these boxes. Too much stuff or no stuff at all. I'm joking. I'll be in touch for sure. You do as much as you like. It's okay. As long as I know it's you. You can sign me up for whatever. As long as I'm not paying. That's the thing, I guess. That's the thing. As long as I'm not paying. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in this one with the next reward. The next reward is this, and then the last event, which we don't know what it's going to be called yet. There we go. That way they move up properly and it's kind of always visible. I don't love the fact that it's paired with the reward necessarily, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll just do that. And then I gotta do 2 lowercase this way and paste in here and do last. Now it should say last follows. If you front the cost, I know a sick animation platform for JavaScript that is a pro tier. If I front the cost, what's going on here? Send me the link. Send me the link. I'm curious to check it out. We'll see. I'm always open to it. If it improves my flow at all. Last follows. Dot substring -1. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I'm messing. I was on about green sock. You were on about green sock. I see. Okay. Good night. For this. Humphrey! No way! My friend, hello! How are you? Oh, I've been thinking about you. I was thinking about you the other day. I hope that's not too creepy. I was thinking about you. I was like, I should reach out to Humphrey. I miss chatting with Humphrey. 0 -1. What's going on here? We're building a little plugin, a little overlay. So the bar that you see on the stream on this side is a web app that we're building for Kaylee's stream that she's doing next Wednesday. But it's okay. To be honest, I really thought the code that I wrote for this app is really good. No judgment. Don't go and look at the code because it's open source and be like, oh, this is what you think is good, Eric. But I thought it's pretty good. I enjoyed running it. It's like decently organized. Could it be better? Of course. But yeah, so if you follow Humphrey, I don't know if you're always following me or not. If you follow, it'll real time tick up that bar on the side there, which is what we're building. How do I get a whole string less the end? That's all I want to know. Like, do I have to use the length of the thing? Like, geez, come on. I just want to do like a pop dot length plus 1. There you go. Last follow. And it should a last sub as well. This. Is that fine? Last follow is there. Kaylee, you let me know if that's not fine. I'm going to assume that's fine. The information is there. We're all happy. Okay. Last one is let's actually create some reasonable rewards because math is not a reward. It's just Eric typing random words into a text box. So we have our components. No, we have our pages. I should also just let you know, Kaylee, I'm not making this pretty for you. Not right now, anyways. Edit. If you end up using it more than once, or if I end up using it, or someone else wants to use it, I'll make it pretty. I'll toss a page on it because anyone technically could use it. But this is the style that it's going to be in. Just plain text, nasty. It is pretty. I meant this part. I meant the editing part. Sorry, not the. It's beautiful. Yes, this is as raw as it gets. It's just good old HTML and the base style sheet. Tasty. So tasty. Let's edit. Here we go. It's perfect. So what I'm going to do here is I will put a little X beside this thing, and we can click it to delete them. That's what we're going to do. And then I'll add some real ones back in. And actually, I should do a delete all button as well. Delete all. So required webhooks. Here's the form. And then below that is where we have the list. So below the form, I'll have a button on click. Remove all rewards this way, because you're gonna want to either have all of them and then remove all of them, or like, oops, I made a mistake and click one, but either remove all or put them on. I'm assuming that's going to be the case. Remove all reset rewards. How about that? Reset rewards. There we go. It is a mechanical keyboard. I got it. I got a mechanical keyboard. It's not a fancy one. This is my mechanical keyboard. I love it. It's been great. Thoroughly enjoying it. It's not super clackety. Yeah. Have you got a fancy one now that you're working from home, Humphrey? I'm curious because you always have such nice keyboards. How's your new house and your family? I have so much. When this pandemic is over, we gotta hang out. This is ridiculous. Your littlest one's gonna be so big by the time I see him. Home gym too? Man, what's going on? This is wild. So you're buffed now. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna see you and you're gonna be like, poof, get out of the way, Eric. Sending a photo. Amazing. Yes. Of you or the gym? You being buff or this is the gym? I won't show it on the stream, don't worry. The other thing, okay, so for each thing, I will, and then sub as well, but it says subs. We'll just say event for now before I go and grab. Oh, this is yeah. Breaking everything. Everything's breaking. Oh, it's okay. It's not live on the stream, so it's okay. Remove all rewards. I need to use the current hook as well, but that's fine. Let me see. So I'll just toss a good old, this is like old school. This is gonna be super old school. Button with an X in it. That's super old school. On click equals remove reward. This way, reward. That way, it'll be a function like this. Yeah, old school. Old schools, as they say. Great, let me get these functions written out so we can see some render. Oh, I'm so close. It's actually close to done. And then I'll push it and you can try it immediately. So I can just live handle any errors that pop up. So this equals, did I use any memos in here? Track events for, no I didn't. No memos. I did use a memo. And a callback, okay. I'll use a callback as well. Let me know when you sent that picture, Humphrey, because I'm not actually looking at my phone. And it's possible that I may not get the notification. So use callback, remove all rewards. So we'll make one endpoint. One endpoint. Actually, you know what? We'll make one endpoint for removing rewards, and we'll just have like a flag in there for all. That's all we'll do. We'll do a delete, and then remove reward itself. Remove reward. Takes a reward, which is a what? Catch you later, Eric. Nice seeing you. Enjoy the stream. Thank you, Denise. I will see you later. Thanks for joining. We'll chat soon as well. Come back sometime soon. I'll be streaming more in the evenings here, which are probably better times for you. We'll catch up. Thanks for being here. User sub reward. That's what I'm looking for. User sub reward. Remove reward. User sub reward, and then we'll post it over there as well. Good, okay, there we go, look at that. Oh, beautiful. Yep. Weekends, on weekends. Okay, I'll try for weekends. We'll try for weekends. So we can reset the rewards. I should say all, because just to make it clear. Reset all the rewards. You're working from home too, nice, yeah. I get it. For sub count, event, you will blah, where's my remove all? Reset all the rewards. You will lose them all. I'm not going to do a confirmation dialog as well. Clicking this button is dangerous. Ain't no dialogues. Or I could use the browser dialog. Use browser dialog, question mark. No, what is this? This is a raw app. I'll keep that in there. Use browser dialog to confirm, delete. All. To confirm, delete. Oh my gosh, all. There we go. Because if someone is using this, for some reason they discover it on the interwebs, impossible. But if they do discover it on the interwebs and they try and use it, and then all of a sudden they delete everything they've done, that's going to be annoying. Oh, here it is. I love the email title. Oh man, that's so nice. The rack and everything. That's amazing. Deadlifting things. This is a wild gym. How did you get this stuff? I tried to look for gym equipment when this pandemic first started, and it was like, you want to buy a 5-pound dumbbell? $700. It's ridiculous. I barely can find stuff now. That looks amazing. So you are getting ripped. That's what's happening. You're just getting super ripped over there. The pandemic has been good. Just. Ooh, okay. Bellsofsteel.com. This is obviously a good link. I should click it. In stock page. Yes! Their website is really bad, but that's fine. It looks so good! I have no room. I have no room to do this. Okay, whatever. Get out of the way. I have no room to put a gym. I have a pull-up bar that's sitting over there, and I haven't used it in a little while. I haven't. That'll be one of my rewards once I finish this thing. I'll do a pull-up. I'll do one pull-up. Or I could do one pull-up for every follow I have. I'll tell them like that. I don't know. How do you come up with rewards, Kaylee? How do you come up with these rewards to incentivize some follows? Although follows aren't as exciting, I guess. Twitch, edit, yeah, okay. So API, we need rewards. Remove.ts will be our one to remove rewards. And to get people to follow me, yeah, give me some, like, I'd love to know what to do. Get people to follow me. What do I do? Besides just be here and hope people like me. That's, I guess that's all it is, right? Just, I'll show up, and if you like me, hit the follow button. I'm gonna copy pasta. I was showing Sawyer on stream today. Every 5 follows. Well, I don't have. Who am I gonna show? Here's my AirPods. You can see that. Or I have a can of the best drink on the planet. I'll show that. I could pop a baby up here. How to get a puppy? Absolutely not. No animals in my house. I have enough animals in my house. They're known as children. So they're enough. There are enough animals in my house. No thank you. This is a delete request. If it's not a delete, get out of here. Otherwise, okay, so I'm gonna take one of the 2 query params. One is gonna be ID. ID could potentially empty. The other one is potentially all. Delete all. That seems, yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So ID is optionally a string, and all is optionally a string. But if they're both empty, that's not a good request. So ID and all equals to empty. Null. And actually, this is a Boolean. Falaise, false. And then we can do remove. Actually, one of 2 other ones. We can say await if ID. We'll remove the specific one. Remove the ID. Else if all. Theoretically, you can't get here otherwise, but that's fine. If it's all, remove all of the. Oh, this is a protected route. This is a protected route. No one mentioned this to me. Here, this is what I need. Grab this protection. Always gotta have protection. Protection's important. Boom. Grab this, import, grab this, import. Good. So now we have the user, that's all I wanted. Just wanted the user. All of the user's rewards. Good. And then we'll res.end here if it's successful. Res.end. Otherwise, we can do an error. So we'll just do like let error. Or we can just do it. Ooh! Superfly KY91. Thank you for that follow. We're up to 4 follows this stream. Ah, that's amazing. I love it. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed that little bar in the corner going up a little bit. At the tiniest amount. I'm going to fix it so it goes up more because I don't have the high expectations. But I'm getting there. I'll fix it. I'm going to fix it. I'll handle errors within each one of these. So if there's an error in this one, I'll do it in this one. I'm hype. I get to see the app being built. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm so glad you enjoy that. I think that's going to be my thing. It's like just building things live at the same time so you can see it happen live. Not just the coding part, but the actual effect. on the stream live. All right, now we need to write the supabase method. Supabase, lib, supabase. This is the biggest file I have in my whole project, I think. What are we at now? 500 lines, 400 lines? I know Kaylee's super excited. Ah. Hopefully it works and there's no bugs, because I don't think there's any software that I've ever written that has no bugs in it. Sorry, Kaylee, to tell you that. It's a good thing you're not paying for the software. Another one! Rower! Amazing, thank you so much for the follow! Kaylee, are you getting your it's okay. You're getting your crew? Your whole posse, your whole follows to come in. That's okay, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I may just get some real rewards going here. Oh my gosh. Now the pressure's on to do this fast. Add user. Where's my Twitch? Where's the rewards bits? Here we go. So list rewards. We need to delete rewards. Create. Oh, actually, I shouldn't take the create. List rewards for user. Duplicate that one. And it's going to be called remove all rewards for user. So we'll pass in the user in that case. And the other one we'll do, actually I'll write this code first. So we can get the client until user sub rewards delete where user ID is user ID. That's it. Boom, done. If there's an error, then and we'll just return true or false. Just don't forget the semicolon at the end of your lines. JK, that's the only thing I know. But that's something. That's something. I hate to tell you this, Superfly KY, but some languages you don't need that. In JavaScript, TypeScript is one of those. I have them on, but they're not required. I appreciate that though, thank you. I need that reminder, that's good. Getting involved. You're pretty much a coder now. You're a developer. I'll give you an award, honorary developer. Bing! Oh, there we go, there's a new thing that should pop up on the screen. Father duty, gotta go, keep in touch. Have a good night. Take care, Humphrey. We will keep in touch. I'm gonna send you a message. It's in my to-do list, which is long enough. And I should tell you about my new job too. That'll be fun. Yeah, we'll hang out. Enjoy. Take care. Thanks for popping in. Okay, yeah, so remove all rewards. Simple query like this. You can tell me, you can call me KY if you want, if it makes your life easier. Oh my goodness. I don't think that pronouncing Superfly KY all the time is gonna drastically decrease or increase the difficultness of my life. What do you want to be called? It can be anything. Anything you want. What would you like me to call you? KY? Or just Kai? Is that what you're trying to go for? Kai? Kai like pie. Yeah, I got it. Kai. Yeah. I wish, should I just call you Kai like pie? Yes. Thank you, Kaylee. My bad, it's so hard. I'm bad with letters. I'm so bad with letters. Kai. Okay, so remove reward for user, and then we'll pass the user, and we'll pass the reward ID string. And so this delete is now both this equals and equals ID reward ID. Perfect. Now we have two functions here to handle removing things. So if not await, this is where we get messy code. A friend of mine would say, hey, that code's bad. It's not very easy to read. And I would say, you're right, I'm sorry. Success equals await supabase dot, what did I just wrote these things. What are they called? Remove reward, remove, oh gosh. My brain. Remove rewards for user. Remove reward, that's gotta be singular. Kaylee also likes variables named foo and bar, just as an FYI. Okay, good. I'll start doing that then. Not in my code. I refuse to name anything foo and anything bar. Absolutely not. Oh, that's a good name there. Yep. I've used that name in the past. As Digicavigilazjafidjus das. That sounds about right. It's a very clear variable name. It's brilliant. Supabase room. How do you know? So, okay. Okay, Kai like pie. How do you know these things about coding? I'm curious. Because I feel like if I were to just go up on some person on the street and be like, hey, talk to me about things related to coding. Variable names seems pretty advanced. Ah, okay. Okay. Wow, that's cheating. That's cheating then. Good. Your wife is a coder. That makes sense. You just know the lingo then. User and likes to mess around with Kaylee. That's great. User. Who doesn't like to mess around with Kaylee, right? Brilliant. I don't know how to mess around with people. I feel like, does anyone watch Linux Buff? Oh, okay. So she's for real then. Not like me like one of them fake developers. Amazing. Linux, gosh. I had a Linux once. It's over there, actually. I had it once. I don't use it very often. I used to be big into Linux in university. I was a big fan. Not anymore. I've moved on to other things. I'm not smart enough, I think. Remove reward for users. I need the reward ID. That's what I need. ID. There we go. And then if not success, then I will do. What will I do? So she teaches you a lot. Do you like development as well? Is that what's going on? Or you're like, oh, it's like my wife, and oh, my grandfather was also one of the first programmers in the United States. So that's wild. What's happening? That's crazy. That is super cool. It's like it's in your blood then. As much as anything like that could be in someone's blood. It's in your genes. The blue kind, blue genes. I didn't know that, Kai. Yeah, that's wild. Kai like pie. That is really cool. That's super cool. Return res.status. So if it's not successful, 500. That's bad. All bad. Copy pasta this code here. Except I like to learn, but I'm not so caught up on the lingo. And there's a sweet fun fact for you, Kaylee. So the lingo, talking about lingo, I don't know any of the Twitch lingo. So I feel like the learning curve is wild for Twitch lingo. I go and watch somebody stream, and I have no clue what's happening. Straight up no clue what's happening in the stream. I just follow along, and I'm like typing real English words, and I'm typing like four times slower than anybody else because I'm typing English words. It's just, I don't know. I'll get there, right? I'll get there eventually. Okay, we should be able to remove these things now. Which is good. Let me get in over here, plug in the removals. I sorted a little C++, but I made a hello world do stuff in color once. Okay, so that might seem like not a big deal, but making a hello world do stuff in color with C++ is a big deal. That takes a lot of knowing how. It's not like a JavaScript hello world where I can literally click 2 buttons in any web page here and go console.log hello world and type it wrong. Jello world. There we go. Hello world program. C++, that's for real. There's a place in my heart for C++. I just love it. I love it. C is like my first favorite language. It's the first language I was doing teaching in. Jello world sounds fun. It does. I'm a big fan of Jello. It's like in that film. What's that film? For kids. It's a kids film. It's Raining Meatballs? No. What is that? You know what I'm talking about? It's got like a kid. It's raining meatballs. It rains food. What's that film where it rains food? It's a kid's film. Oh no, it's gonna kill me. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Yes. Did we say you knew it? Yeah. And they have a Jello house. Oh, it's a book. I didn't even know it's a book. I don't read. I do read. I don't read those books, I guess. It's a film. Yeah, it's a film. It's also, they have a second one, which is actually pretty good. Surprisingly. It's based off of a kid's book. I should probably find the kid's book, actually. My oldest child is starting to learn to read. It's a good one. But yeah, Jello room, Jello house, I'm all about that. Swimming in Jello. Trampoline floor, any of those kind of things where I can bounce. Where the Wild Things Are is a classic as well. I remember reading that one as a child. Okay, remove all the rewards. We're doing fetch. This is where we're kind of getting messy just to complete this now, because it's probably the best thing. There's a leak in the boat. Yes. That's a classic. I love it. Food puns just speak to me as a father. Just amazing. There's a leak in the boat. Oh my gosh. Whoever came up with that, just brilliant. Brilliant. Okay, fetch, and then we're going to do method is delete here. Method, delete, boom, and then, oh, we need to mutate. Mutate. I figured out the mutate, I think, but that's fine. We'll figure it. Yeah, I'll show you later. API slash, what did I write? Rewards slash remove, question mark, ID equals, oh no, this is all. All is true. I'm a big pun fan, and it's amazing what that movie has. Yes. My partner always tells me I'm really bad at jokes, and I think that includes puns, because she just generally says I'm not funny. You should get Where the Wild Things Are tat with me. Ooh, that would be cool. A Where the Wild Things Are tattoo would be freaking sweet. There, and then it's still delete, but the ID is reward.id. I'm like actually a big fan. I know that this probably seems backward, but like, dad jokes are A+ though? Yes, they are. My dad jokes are the worst. I am, so when my partner says I'm not funny, I am not funny. I am not a funny person. Probably as you've seen. One of the sub goals in chat chooses my next tattoo. Is chat chooses my next tattoo. Yeah, so I am down for that. I am all about that, Kaylee. Like, if people choosing my next tattoo, I mean, within reason, I'll provide some suggestions maybe, or like not suggestions, because I want some creativity to be involved, but maybe some like guardrails. I'm gonna drop subs. Okay, cool. All right. So we should be able to remove these things now. So I should be able to remove this. Oh, I didn't mutate. Oh crap. Okay, it did get removed, but I didn't mutate. I gotta mutate. Gotta do the mutate. Should I be lazy in this mutate? No, I'll do it properly. I'll do a proper one. This one is easy. Remove all of them. Mutate. Just return an empty array. I am the #1 Kaylee fan. Whoa! I would be excited to meet you then. What does the #1 Kaylee fan look like? That would be quite exciting to see. Kaylee, you have so many fans now. Oh, it's wild. There should be a competition. Yeah, I'll look at the original first follow. Can you check who the first follow is? I wonder if you can check that. That's great. Part of the crew since the beginning. Amazing. Mutate. That must feel good. Current rewards. Oh, I can pass the index to be safe. Even better. EDX. There's an app. There's a whole app just to check the order of the follows. Index is a number, and what I'll do here is current. Oh, I got to copy. I had to do the top 10 subs. Oh my goodness, that's hot stuff to be the top 10. My goodness. In follows, or there's an app for everything these days, I think. Absolutely, that's absolutely true. Okay, current rewards. I have to do a splice. Do a splice. So const copy equals this thing. Spread this thing. Current rewards this way. Copy dot splice at the index IDX and 1, and then return copy. Okay, that will delete it. We're all happy. Why does? Oh right. Because potentially it's empty. Question mark empty list. This should never be called empty, but this might be empty. I get it. Okay. Where are we here? This one, IDX. This is it. We're gonna give some real rewards. IDX. Boom. I am not sure what's gonna happen, just so you know. if I clear all the rewards to the UI, I'm not sure what's going to happen. It might fully blow up. Fair warning to everyone watching right now that the screen on this side might just have a big error once I click this button. Oh, they're all back. I don't know. Ah, there we go. Okay, so they're all cleared. Follows 5 is 100% of the bar. In case you want to know what 100% looks like, this is the thing. It's gonna work. It did work. It worked perfectly fine. This is perfect, right? Except the corners of the bar at the top aren't curved, but that's fine. It's because there's nothing to tell you it's complete. Okay, let's make a reward for 1 sub. We've already hit it. 1 follow. We've already hit it. What should the reward be? Give me some suggestions because I have to do this. Whatever it is, we'll do it. We'll do it 1. Yeah. Any suggestions? What a reward right now? What would you like to see me do right now? Immediately, within reason. Within reason. What can I do? What can I give away? What's some sort of reward to all you? A minute of puns? I can't do that. I'm not that good. I'll look them up. Can I look them up? Is that okay? A minute of puns. Submit. Okay, a minute of puns. Let's give a reward for 5. I can look them up. Okay, I can do a minute of puns. All right. A whole minute. Oh my gosh. I'll try and find some really good puns then. All right, what's the reward for 5 follows? Since we're at 5, I'll set up one after that. Dad jokes. Okay, dad joke. What you're trying to do here, Kai, is get everyone to leave. This is happening. You're like, Eric, you have people watching you. It's really good, but then they should all just leave immediately. You're gonna tell dad jokes. Ugh. All right, 5, and then 1 more. We'll set it at 10. No, that's unreasonable, right? 10 follows. What should I do if I get 10 follows? 10 follows. Kai's dictating all of the rewards, so I'm happy for that to continue because I have no idea. This is a space in which I'm not creative. I'm naturally funny, so it should be fine. Uh-oh. Is that... I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just that type of person, I guess, that you look at me and it's just funny because of the way I look. That's probably it. The way I talk, you're like, that's just hilarious. This person, anything you say is hilarious. I have a friend like that. I have a friend I know people who are naturally funny. And so I very well know that I am not. But I take that, I appreciate it. That's like a boost for me to go read my minute of puns. Which, while people think in the chat of what I should award you all with when I reach 10 follows in this stream, I will go look up some puns. Let's look up some puns. A list of 100 puns. 101 of the world's best puns. Kaylee's, yeah. You should wear glasses while doing math. It improves division. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna end up laughing at a few of these. That's a good one already. I saw an ad for burial plots, but that's the last thing I need. I don't get it. An ad for burial plots. I don't get it. Did anyone get it? I don't get it. Did you hear about the silkworm race? It ended in a tie. That's a weak one as well. Some of these are weak. This one is so good, I thought this was going to be a good list. These are weak. I got fired from the calendar factory just for taking a day off. That's pretty good. The last thing I need because you're dead. I don't know. Is that funny? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like maybe. I get it. I don't get it. Okay. Question. What's the best thing about Switzerland? Answer. Well, the flag is a big plus. Oh, that's good. Is that a pun? I don't know if that's a pun, but that's good. I like that one. The flag is a big plus. Clones are people too. Okay, I have confidence that these are better. I wanted to learn how to drive stick shift, but I couldn't find a manual. Oh. I feel like there's a difference between being funny and laughing at yourself. That's just a good joke. I agree. Yeah, I can laugh at myself for the most part. For the most part. There are times where I take myself way too seriously when I should definitely laugh at myself. Napoleon may not have designed his coat, but he did have a hand in it. Oh, that's no good. That's a bad one. I put up a high voltage electric fence around my house. My neighbor is dead against it. That's a good one. Number 8 is a good one. You just committed a murder. Come on, what's so funny about that? What are Windmill's favorite genres of music? They're big metal fans. That's also a good one. Big metal fans. The past, present, and future walk into a bar. It was tense. Oh, yeah. Okay. I can't see. Puns are only funny when they're like spot on like a period of time within a conversation. It's got to be perfectly timed. Just reading them makes them like not as much funny. Shopping centers. You've seen one. You've seen them all. Which country's capital has the fastest growing population? Ireland? Every day it's Dublin. I guess they meant Ireland? Except probably what? Every day it's Dublin? Okay. I feel like I've heard this one before. Ireland. Every day it's Dublin. I get it. Why did they put an A in front of Ireland? Oh, answer. It meant to be answer. Question and answer. That's why. Oh, mistakes. Typo. The Dad website. Come on. thedad.com. Typo. The machine at the coin factory just suddenly stopped working. It doesn't make any sense. Yep. Okay. What did the buffalo say to his kid when he left? Bye, son. I don't get it. Just because he's leaving? Is that it? The buffalo say to his kid? Is there like, I don't get it. This is why I'm not funny. I don't understand. Bye, son. Oh. This is why I don't get it, because I'm bad at English. Bye, son. I tried to make a belt out of watches. It was a waste of time. Great. Yep. I went to a new mechanic. They came highly recommended. That one's not funny. Get out of here. What? See, I think I've heard this one. This is a good one. What's the difference between a hippo and a zippo? A hippo is really heavy and a zippo is a little lighter. That's a good one. Highlight. That's a good one. Between this one and the glasses one initially, that's good. Okay, I feel like that's been a minute. I'll do dad jokes now. Let's find some dad jokes. Dad jokes. Why? This thing hasn't refreshed though. After adding, let me just refresh this. Refresh. Oh, because we're complete. We've hit 5. We need to add the 10 in. What am I going to do at 10? 10 follows. I'll just do. I'll just do. Let's go with 6. We'll go with 8 follows. That's a good one. And the reward will be 8 pull-ups. Just cause it's a weak one. I know. You'll just see my feet dangling. I could probably do it here so you can see a little bit of it. I don't know if you want to see that though. That might not be good to see. There we go. Refresh. What is going on? Why is it all out of whack? This is perfect. We're discovering the bugs. It says 5 follows, but I need 8. But 5 is like the whole bar? Why is the 5 the whole bar? I still have to read jokes. Read dad jokes. Let me see what's going on. Can't have this be buffing out like this for Kaylee's stream. Nuh-uh. She'll come after me. That's the wrong one. Index TSX here. Okay. So we need to get the current metric count. We know it's 5. We know that's working. We know the next one is 8. The tracking metric's all working. Remaining rewards. Use effect. Set remaining rewards. Max rewards. Single step progress. The max reward. Maybe that's the wrong one. Console.log. Max reward. There. What does it look like? The max reward. Assuming it's this one, 8 pull-ups. That's not the max reward. That's the next one. Oh no, it is max. No, that's max. 8. So then a single step. Console.log times 100. Math sucks. Max reward. Okay, what does a single step look like? Single step. See all this math I had to do for you, Kaylee? To get this bar to like render properly, and it's not even working. 0.125%. 0.125 is a single step. So current metric count multiplied by this multiplied by 100 to get the progress. Console.log progress. What is the progress? 62%. 62.5%. This is not filling at 62.5%. What is going on? Something is wrong. Where are you, bar? Progress. Math.max of this or progress. 16 times single step. I see why it's doing this. I see why it's doing this. No, I don't. What the heck? Hold on. I thought I did, but I do not. What the heck is this value? Console.log this. What the heck is this? 200! Yeah, this is doubling it. Frickety frack. Okay. Because single step is so low of a number, it's causing it to go out of bounds. Okay, let's just do this. Let's just take the maximum of 4 in progress. There we go. Now it's fixed. Partially. It's still off the stream at the top one to see what the end reward looks like. How do we go about doing that? We need to fix. So the min here is that we need to also give it a max. Math.max of this number. Oh, actually, the min, double min. Double min? I don't know if that makes sense. Oh, it is max. Max. Math! 80. I don't know what that does. No? Math.max of 90? Oh gosh, I have no clue what I'm changing right now. This is the line. Okay, so the top, this is where here we go. It's math right now. Ugh. The bar at the top, the box at the top that says the last follower was rower. It is calculated like inversely. So the bottom up one is traveling this way, so we can just do a percentage base, which is great. But the one at the top is actually inversely traveling downwards, so we have to say 100 minus whatever. And that's going to give you the next one. And I want to say that it has to stop at some point, which is like much lower than it actually stopping right now. So maybe actually we'll leave this at 1%. Yeah, so 2%, that's why, okay, inverted. So the top one will always be like a little bit lower than the actual top. I need to try to be sleepy. I've had a heck of a long day and I'm excited to see this app in action. Thanks for being here, Kai Like Pie. I really appreciate the follow and the presence and the chats and the making me read puns and eventually dad jokes, which you're going to miss, sadly. You'll miss the dad jokes. But it's probably for the best. It's probably for the best that you missed that. Oh my gosh, another follow. Amazing. ljtech.ca. Thank you for the follow. 6 just went up. I'm getting closer to having to do pull-ups thanks to you. It's late. I haven't done pull-ups in weeks, but here we go. We're gonna do it. We'll get to 8 follows. I keep saying subs. Bloody YouTube and the language. Gosh. Okay, we'll do the same thing here. Math.max of this here, or I think this is gonna have to be like a lot higher. 5. One more down. Let's do one more down. Let's do like 8. A raid! Amazing! 9 viewers? Oh my goodness. ljtech.ca. Where are you here? Oh my goodness. A party of 9. Thank you so much for the raid. Woo! Thank you so much for the raid. That's amazing. Hunter Low Raid, thank you for the follow. Amazing. Oh no, I got to 8? Come on. AK Liz and Potato. Liz and Potato, that's good. Now I have to do pull-ups. Amazing. I have to get some more follow things in there. I thought 8 was ridiculous. Here I am being silly. We'll have to add something else in. How was your stream? LJTech.ca. What were you streaming? I'm really curious. I'm listening to you. I'm just gonna get my pull-up bar set up because I have to do pull-ups now. All fine. I can luckily hook it up to my ceiling to do these. What makes the most sense here? Does this make the most sense? I might die also because I'm just doing it off of the ceiling and it's just a little bar. It's possible I might die. How was your stream? What were you streaming? I'm so curious. I have to do 8 pull-ups. Oh! Next.js project, amazing. I'm also using Next.js. Okay, here we go. I gotta do 8 pull-ups. I said so. Oh, it's gonna hurt. 2. I knew I was gonna die. I'll have to continue without that. Okay, I got 2 and then I died. Here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my gosh. Oh, I almost died. Oh, it's fine. Did anyone see my good socks? I think Kaylee, you might appreciate these socks. They're cats. Don't break yourself. It's all good. It's all good. I do pull-ups hanging off the ceiling all the time. Fall down, no problem. Oh, so what were you building with Next.js? I'm gonna have to go check it out. I'm gonna toss you a follow when I have the chance to actually click on your name. Here we go. Okay, toss you that follow. I'll do it off the screen as well. Oh no, I won't. No, I won't. What am I doing? Your next website. That's awesome. Twitch. What is the next website? You gotta tell me more about this stuff. What? I spelled Twitch wrong. Every time. There we go. Anyone who's not following ljtech.ca, go ahead and give a follow now. That'd be great. Notifications on. Oops, I turned it off by accident. Thank you for the follow. Amazing. I really appreciate it. And the raid. A raid! You've made my day. You've made my day. And it's late in the day. You just squeeze in an hour left of my day, and you've made it. And now my arms are super sore. Oh gosh. I need to do more pull-ups. I haven't done pull-ups in ages. Ugh. So what's your next website? Can I take a peek? Or do I have to go and watch the stream? What's your next website? Oh. New websites for home care center. Actually, nice. Got to walk some doggies. Actually, I'll be back later. Well, thanks for the raid. Glad you had a good stream. Drawn by you. Also, hello. Don't have anything ready for it. Just building the template out. Very nice. Very nice. Well, that's excited. I'm excited to go and actually see someone else doing some Next.js streaming. That makes me excited. Thank you again for the raid. We'll see you around here sometime. I will have a good stream. Well, you've made it. You've made my stream. So I will enjoy myself. Okay. Does anyone else have any suggestions about rewards that I can give away that we can monitor with this app? Because I only got up to 8, and we did all of them. Everyone we hit 8. So the next one I think maybe like 10. If I can get 10 follows, but what would I do with 10 follows? That's only 2 more. Let's go more wild than that. At 15 follows, there we go. What will happen at 15 follows that won't cause me to fall from the roof? Which again, it's not that far. I don't mind. I'm a tall person. It's okay. Drink some water. That's probably a good one. I don't mind doing that. I dance crazy. That would be bad. You don't want to see me dance. That's no good. No one's got anything? All right, drink some water. It's gonna be drink some water. 3, 2, 1. Any objections? None? None? All right. 15 it is. Drink some water. Let's give this a refresh. Okay, there we go. So the reward at 15 follows, drink some water, last follow is how do I pronounce this? Kaloin? Liz, I'll stick with Liz and Potato, aka Liz and Potato. Thank you so much for that follow. Amazing. All right. I think, Kaylee, if you're still around, I think this is it. I think this is time to like push this up, have you try it, and I'm just gonna maybe toss a few styles on here. And this app is like working. We can track things, all the follows. We can add events. Oh, someone just followed me on Twitter. I really appreciate that. Not sure who it is, if you're here or not, but thank you for that as well. All right. Now this code is like super messy. Like, look at this math statement here. What in the world? Oh, I'm actually pretty proud of this this code anyways. Even if all the haters out there say no. This is probably one of the better Next.js projects that I've done. Let me... for those of you who got rated, I guess. Oh, another follow. Thank you. Armand Broncos 19. Thank you so much for that follow. One step closer to drinking some water because no one had a better suggestion. And you can't edit these things. That would be a good thing to edit them. I'd have to remove it and add it again. That's fine. Kaylee sent you over. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for being here and that follow. Of course Kaylee sent you over. She's just so popular. It's amazing. She has so many friends. I have over here in my corner, I mean, thank you so much for all the followers out there. I don't want to discount you. But making friends in real life for me, it's pretty hard. I think I have two. Two really, really good friends. I have many, many, many friends. That's not true. Now that I say that, I'm thinking about it. I think maybe 5? It's still not that much. So I appreciate it. All you friends out there on Twitch, it's very meaningful to me. Okay, let's push this up. And if Kaylee's around, we're going to get her to test this. And by test it, I mean like just sign in. Does anyone else have a Twitch account? And feel like testing something for me? Git add a git commit my m push working exclamation point with follows git push. So pretty much the app we're building, for those of you who are here who just came in on that raid, and I forgot to completely tell you what we're doing because there was a whole commotion. We're building an app for a friend of mine, Kaylee, who's doing a stream next week. And if I knew how to use Twitch better, I could put her link in the chat. Maybe Armando Broncos can put the link into the chat for Kaylee's channel. You can go and give her a follow. That'd be great. But we're building her a little tool, as you can see on the side over here, to measure the, in my case, follows, but in her case, it will be subs during her stream next week on Wednesday, which is her streamiversary. And she has spec'd out some rewards for those, for certain levels of subs. And so we built a little tool using the Twitch API and Next.js and overlaid it onto the stream so that you can see where we're at and have a little bar. But I think it's done. I did a bunch of work. If anyone has any questions about what's going on in this code, because there's a lot of it, and the front end code is like quite messy, so maybe don't look at that. But what I'm happy with is the back end. I used, if maybe that's something of interest, I used Supabase as the back end of the database. I've been here at Supabase. This is an awesome tool. Serverless Postgres is pretty much the simplest way of doing it. They're like trying to be a replacement for Firebase as well, which is awesome. I haven't done my dad jokes yet. I haven't done my minute of dad jokes. I did my 8 pull-ups. Minute of dad jokes. Let me just look up some dad jokes. Dad jokes. Let me check it out. 145. I did it specifically say a minute? I don't remember. Is it a minute of dad jokes? It is just dad jokes. For 5 event, you will dad jokes. The language is perfect. Okay, here I'll read the first 10. I'm afraid for the calendar its days are numbered. That's not very funny. Some dad jokes are good. That's not very funny. My wife said I should do lunges to stay in shape, but that would be a big step forward. Okay, I mean that's okay. Sure, why not? Why do fathers take an extra pair of socks when they go golfing in case they get a hole-in-one? That's a pretty good one. They get a hole-in-one. Singing in the shower is fun until you get soap in your mouth. Then it's a soap opera. No. That's no. Okay, one more. What do a tick and the Eiffel Tower have in common? They're both Paris sites. That's good. That's a pretty good one. Okay, there we go. Dad jokes. I'm not a funny person. I don't know what Kai was mentioning about not a funny person. Okay, here's something we can do. Here's something we can do. Because I don't think Kaylee's here. She's probably off doing something, playing some games or something. Can anybody test this for me? It's deploying right now, I'm pretty sure. It's deploying. I typed the wrong thing. Vercel. Hopefully it's deploying. Earlier today, I was like queued. Oh, it's deployed 3 minutes ago. So you can head over to, what did fish say when it ran into a wall? Damn. That's a good one. What did the fish say when it ran into the wall? Where did you come up with that yourself? Sid Hearth 666 __. That's a good one. This is the thing. There are people who can. Maybe there's two types of people, and there's like the third type who combines these two types. People who can deliver jokes really well. People who can write the jokes, and like the masterpiece is like write and deliver the jokes. I am like neither of those. Maybe I'm the fourth person who can't do any of that. I can't write the jokes, I can't deliver the jokes, and I definitely am not the person who can do both. But that's good. What did the fish say when it ran into the wall? Good, okay. Dad jokes. That's the good stuff. If you want to test this app, you can head over to streamrewards.vercel.app and log in with Twitch. This is the most beautiful site you have ever seen in your entire life. Log in with Twitch. I've already authenticated, but you'll get popped into. This is the same thing you see on the stream now. I'm not sure what will happen if yours is empty. Maybe I should try that. But yeah, so this will be empty, and then you can go into the URL here and type /edit, and that'll bring you to this page that you saw. Oh, thank you for the follow. Up to 10 follows, 5 more, and I drink some water, or whatever the next best thing is. I don't think that's quite sufficient for 15 follows. But yeah, you can edit it. A couple things you should probably know. I'm developing this for a friend, so I was okay with the fact that there's no explanations and that kind of thing. But you can track 2 things on your Twitch channels. You can track your follows, as I'm doing, because I don't have subs, because I am not affiliate yet. Hopefully, I'm reaching for it. I'm so close. Or you can track your subs. So you can flip-flop between the two of these things just by clicking them, and it'll tell you what you're currently tracking here. When you log on, ideally it works the first try, but if it doesn't, you'll have to connect to your Twitch events. And all that means is that the app will have to listen for it will be done soon. Yes, it will. It will be done soon. All you'll have to do here is listen for your stream start and stop, so I know when to start monitoring to reduce the number. Like, let's say your channel gets like a wild amount of follows or a wild amount of subs. Good for you if that's true. But I don't want to like always keep those events in my database, and so I only limit them to the ones that I have to care about, which are the ones that are coming when you're live. You're still here, kind of. Do you want to test this for me? Do you want to go and set it up and test it live, just to see if it works for you? Because so far I'm the only one who's tested it, and it seems to work for me, but that's never a good explanation. I'm posting the link. Hold on. Rewards.vercel.app. I know it's late. Although, was it Saturday? What are you using for backend? That's a great question. I assume Node. You're absolutely true. It's baked into Next.js though, so I don't have like a special backend or anything. Yeah, I'm just using API routes for Node. So like my pages API, there it is. There is all my backend, but yeah, it's Node. Oh, you can't see that. It's in the way. There we go. Now you can see it. API, boom, boom, boom. So it's all hosted. Yeah, this is like my favorite thing. The only hard one was the callback for subscriptions, because the way you verify that the request was properly sent from Twitch's API is, here we go. Is this one here? Ah, wow, I didn't know I could do that. Okay. Oh gosh, where am I? Yeah. So you have to like combine in the Twitch message ID, which is a header, 2 headers and the timestamp, and the body as raw text. into the message. But by default, Next.js has a body parser on, and which sends you the JSON object as a body as opposed to like a raw string. So the hardest thing to do, it was like a bit more different and a bit more regular node type stuff, is we have to convert. I never understood hooks. I like class programming more. Oh, really? Interesting. I'm a big fan of hooks, actually. I understand like the reasoning for, like, I know there's a big debate, right, going on in the React community recently. I don't know if it's still going on or not, but being like, hooks was terrible. It was a poor choice. We should have just sticked with classes, it was fine. And then there was something, I didn't quite get into this one, but something about you should never use the like base hooks from React, you should always use custom hooks. I don't know. There's too many rules in coding. Just go and be yourself. It's fine. Well, exactly, that's the thing, right? Like there's pros to both. And honestly, especially for personal projects, like maybe we can get into an argument about whether or not it's better for a workplace or not, and like the team size, and those are obviously contributing factors. But if for your own personal project, like just do what feels right to you. I don't know. It seems weird to me. Yeah, you know why I like them? They're declarative. They tell me exactly what's happening here. It's kind of unfortunate. Like use state is annoying, especially like there's some components where you have like a bunch of use states and that's messy. And I know I could use reducer, but use state is just feels so much nicer. Like explicit, like this thing is owned by this state. But yeah, no, it's kind of gross, and it creates this like bloat at the top of your components. Like look at all these things. What is all this? I do like them because they're like simple, and this is probably a poor statement. Don't quote me on this. They're simple optimizations, I think. Because by default now, this component is pure, because all the side effects are contained into hooks, assuming your hooks are written correctly. And it helps with like re-renders for things that I didn't even consider before, like member functions, or maybe not member functions, because that's kind of avoided with classes. But if I were to write like an inline function, I wouldn't have considered that to be a performance impact on my React before. But with hooks, I was able to like understand that more after like understanding what use effect is for, and more specifically, like I don't have one here, but use callback. I have a use callback somewhere. Come on, where's my use callback? Here. Understanding a bit more about like what this does and how it works, it's been really good. Ken C. Dodds has a really good article on it, on kind of the pros and cons of use callback and like when to use it, when not to use it. Sorry, I was in a match. No worries. What are you playing again, Kaylee? Here, test the app. It's published in its current state. We'd love if you go test it, and then if there's any issues or errors, then let me know. Let me know if there's issues or errors. The main reason I like classes is I can place all the similar stuff in the same class and later search for them easily. Yes. So let's talk about that pattern, because I agree. Placing things that are owned together is really nice, and classes kind of provide an easy way to do that. I have built this like, what is Overwatch? It's a shooter. Okay, cool. I enjoy a good shooter. Yeah, I created this pattern in my lib file. Can you test it tomorrow? Absolutely not. You test it right now. No, of course, it's fine. Just let me know if there's during your stream. Yeah, sure. Can you set it up now? That's more what I meant. Like if you can set it up, then testing, like actually having a run through tomorrow will be fine. But if you can just like click the sign in button and it doesn't blow up, that's like sufficient for me. Otherwise, I have edge cases to fix. But yeah, so I have like Supabase or Twitch events, and these are kind of like my would be considered classes. So if I pop into like Supabase here, this is like one of the longest ones, but these are like just all functions exported in here of and interfaces that I use for Supabase to like interact with the database. And then I can import these, like let's look at a function here. Where do I use this? Where do I use this thing? Probably someone should tell me this is bad. Yeah, I import it like this. So then it's like a class. It's actually just a set of functions that are all 100% independent but related by what they access. And I can just import them as if they were a class this way, which I find has been working really well for me. It's been nice to know, okay, it's Supabase, so I can go into Supabase here and I can get these functions out. I can also import these functions individually. It doesn't work so well for React necessarily. because these are all backend. But I'm sure you could apply some similar pattern. I'm not sure. I'm probably the worst person to ask, especially, not that you're asking, but the first person to talk about patterns and optimal patterns for code. Have you seen this code? Look at a mess. Look at how messy this is. And look, let me show you this page. Hold on. This is like probably the epitome of mess. Edit. No. Index, Twitch ID. This one, look at this. If you saw this like in a professional code base, if I saw this, if I went to work and I saw this logic in somebody's code, I'd cry. This would never pass code review. But here I am, just like throwing out junk because it's fun. Okay, well if we're not gonna continue, like if this is done and Kaylee will test it tomorrow, we have options. We have options because I'm okay with. I got like 45 minutes, half an hour to stream. I say, here's something else I'm building with next. Let me close this. And close this, close this, close this. Testing webhooks. Testing webhooks is really hard. This is me not knowing SQL, good. Not knowing SQL, some database. Let me open up this. So this is my other project that I'm working on kind of on stream for funds. Do you want me to sign in now? I mean, if you can sign in now, then yeah. But otherwise, it's all right. The latest project I made was literally all functions and arranged in the same way. It was so weird. It was so weird. A feature-wise folder and in the subdirectory adding the functionality. Oh, that's kind of interesting. I kind of like that. Based by feature? I'm not sure like how well that would extend, in my mind anyways, not having used it at all. Yeah, no worries, Kelly, thank you. But like how would that extend for like utilities or duplicate functions, like abstractions maybe is the best word. Because if you go by feature, there might be like some crossover between features, right? I'm curious how that would look. Or how did you do that? I'm really curious. So yeah, this is the other project that I'm building. This is just my stream website. I'm blurry again. Bloody webcam. Come on. Focus me. I'm right here. Focus me. Oh, there we go. The whites are too harsh. Okay, did I close the other web server? No, I didn't. Close that server. Did I close it? There we go. Oh, I can't close it, can I? I'll have to, hold on. I'll have to edit the properties here to give it to the production version as opposed to my local version. HTTPS, so we can keep that bar going. /stream-rewards.firstcell.app. Okay. There we go. Good, okay, production version, great. Yeah, so I'm building this other thing for fun. Oopsie, yarn dev. Oh, dev. Yarn dev. There we are. Holy moly. So I built this website for fun to just kind of keep track of all the streams that I'm doing, and that's not the right thing. Oh, it's just loading. And, you know, just to play around with some stuff, thought it would be kind of fun. But I wanted to add some like live features to it, so I'm building this extension. I still haven't quite figured out, there's like a bug here, but you can see that my cursor is kind of, oh, a follow. Thank you so much. Faraz Beg, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, I'm so sorry, but yes, thank you, I appreciate it for the follow. Thank you so much. Interesting, why didn't the 10 update? Should have gone to 11 unless I'm wrong in estimating here. Refresh. Oh, what is it? It's at 10. Maybe I wasn't at 10 before. I thought it was at 10 before. Well, thank you anyways. Thank you so much for the follow. So project was about adding an organization, removing an organization, installing and deploying scripts to automate the network deployment from Docker. Okay, where you can just give a number of organizations and give a name of the organization and we'll generate a Docker Compose file. Well, that's really cool. That's awesome. Okay, so it wasn't, I see. So it's like the features were really isolated. So you didn't really have to worry. Great to be here. Oh my goodness. It's great that you're here. It's my pleasure. It's a pleasure for me that you're here. Not my pleasure. It's a pleasure for me that you're here. Yeah, so I built this website just for fun. you can come here and you can like click emojis and like send them across the stream. So you're popping up from behind my back. Unicorn, paddle balls. But yeah, so you can see my mouse is here too, and on the stream my mouse is there as well. So it's like translating in real time like the mouse position. If you go to streams.ericadamski.dev, you can join in the fun and do the same thing. TV. Yeah, so I wanted to build like a couple of these like real-time features, and one of them was on top of this, besides the fact that my integration with Twitch just doesn't seem to be working, but is that, oops, I clicked on it. Yeah, I built it for this thing. I built like a little tasks overlay so you can see what I'm doing during the stream, but I haven't used it in a while because it's a bit too bulky. So yeah, so when you mouse over, you can see the mouse, and then when you go close enough to somebody else's cursor on here, you could initiate a game of Pong, and you could play Pong on the live stream right in front of my face. Yeah, that's what I was doing. So I haven't completed that. I was doing a bunch of performance optimizations here in React for the cursors, rendering the cursors, because they're pretty expensive to render. You know what's interesting? I was surfing on the internet like a good programmer, and saw OpenAI Microsoft is trying to make an AI to generate code, which I found pretty interesting. Absolutely. That's horrifying to me. When I became a developer, I was like, I don't have to worry about my job ever again because I'm a developer. People are always going to need code developed in different languages and stuff, and I can just learn and keep up. And then I learned about AI generating code, and I was not into it. And then it's like super scary. Yeah, so it's really cool. There's a couple of interesting programs when GPT-3 came out. A bunch of people put up some really neat things, neat code generators, which is really cool. It's like generating web pages and stuff with, oh, come on, click. There we go. Generate some web pages with just some like text. Like, I want a web page that looks like this with this type of content, and it would generate it. It's wild to me. That's wild. Gotta send those goats. Goat. Amazing. Oh, I see what's happening. Why does it say the last follow? Oh, I feel like that's not true. The last follow is Faraz. Faraz is the last follow. It is incorrect. Why is it incorrect? I'm so confused. I wonder if it's because the properties are all wrong. Let's change this to 60 FPS. Okay. No, what? I'm checking my database. This is heresy. Arthur, another no sound stream. Thanks, Arthur. Thank you. Thanks for just popping in. Where in the world is my database page? Here. And look at my Twitch user events. Oh, it doesn't show there. Why not? Am I still live? Yeah. Weird, it didn't get delivered. That's too bad. 2 fields of computer, if I can master, would be pretty great. Machine learning and blockchain. Whoa! If you can master both of those, I think you'd be unstoppable. Unstoppable if you could master both of those. Yeah, blockchain I'd love to learn more about, because the underlying technology, I was going to do my master's degree in computer science, and my specialty was going to be in distributed computing. So blockchain is extremely interesting to me. And I say was going to be because I did a couple weeks of it and didn't want to do any more school. So I dropped out. But I think I may go back eventually. Maybe not do computer science, but something else, maybe like languages. Linguistics seems really fun to me. Arthur, I hope you noticed, but I made you a VIP. I can do that now. I can make people VIPs. And so I decided, Arthur, you know what? You're a great supporter. You can be VIP. Because I don't know how to use Twitch yet, and I have no clue what VIP is for. I have no idea what it's for, so I hope enjoy the privileges, whatever they are. If they aren't any, let me know so I can help you get privileges for it. Okay, so ping pong. Pingity pongity. Building a game live has been pretty difficult, but the cursors seem way faster. I wanted to send you a Twitch Prime with the affiliate. But what does that even mean, a Twitch Prime? I have no clue what that even means. I love blockchain. For my master's final project, I made a supply chain with the Hyperledger fabric. Hyperledger is a private blockchain network That's awesome. See, that's the kind of cool stuff that like I feel like I would super enjoy. I don't know. Still not ready yet. I see. Okay. I gotta keep going. Go, 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 go. Affiliate. Let's go. Twitch Prime. I don't. Is that a subscription? Is that what that is? I have no idea what any of this is. Oh, that's why there's a delay there. I'm watching the wrong thing. Okay. A free sub. Oh, cool. Let me. Okay, you're here. Testing now. Great. Let's see how it goes. Pogger. Super Pogger. Boo, 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 boo. That's my Canadian. I'm coining it. I know that's not the right way of saying it, but I'm going to say it that way. Boom. Pong. Pogger. Pogger. I don't know what it means. Pogger. Someone explain to me. Player of the game. I can't really test the subs though. No, don't worry about testing the subs. If you can like sign in, and you go to the page, like your edit page. So it'd be like stream. I won't be able to access it. Streams. Dot. Actually, let me see if I can access it because that'll be interesting. Stream rewards. Rewards. For stuff.app /u/Kaylee A7. Can I go to this one? Oh, you did create an account and that worked. /edit. Does it work? Oh no! I can go to yours, but then it uses my key. That's hilarious. So it goes to edit. It goes to edit, but these are my rewards. Oh no, they're gone. No, it is your rewards. Yeah, that's bad. That's no good. Let me. Okay. Yeah, that's no good. Does it say connected? As long as it says connected, and you click the subs button, and it says you're currently tracking subs, then we're good to go. We're good to go, and you'll test it on your next stream. Oh, I'm gonna have to dive back into authentication. This is so stupid. Frickin' authentication. Yes. Okay. So you're all set. You're all set. Let me just make sure. Let me check the API real quick here. There should be 6 now. Oh dear. Yep. 6. Okay, great. And one of them, stream online, stream offline, follow, stream online, stream offline, subscribers. Okay, you're all set. Everything looks good. Enabled, enabled, enabled. Everything passes with flying colors. So theoretically, you can just go ahead and it'll work. Okay, so now I have something to fix though. I have to fix this authentication problem because this, I shouldn't be able to access Kaylee's page with my token. So let me pop back over to the code. All right. Back to watching our baby knees. Have fun, everyone. Thanks, Arthur. Enjoy watching the baby knees. What? Is she up right now? I hope not. That's just... It's late. Are you back in Paris? What's going on? Good night, Arthur. Good night. All right. Yes. Let's ignore Pong for now because clearly there's a big bug with authentication in the app that's public right now. And theoretically, someone could just edit things that shouldn't be editable by anybody. So let's take a peek. Peek. So inside of Pages API, actually, we'll start with user Twitch ID index. Support for my brother-in-law. We are covering for one night so they can sleep. That's awesome. Good for you, Arthur. I'm sure your brother-in-law really appreciates that because sleep with a baby is, yeah, I know the struggle. I know all about that struggle. Okay, get user by Twitch ID here. That's fine. Sorry, edit. Here we go. So edit. I have the token. Verify the user token. What does this do again? This should give me back the user, right? Promise Boolean. Ah, no, it doesn't. Verify user token doesn't give me that. I need the user out of this. Crap. What does validate return? What does this API endpoint return? It probably just returns whether it's valid or not, right? Like I want blah blah blah. Come on. Missing authorization token. Oh yes, sorry. Oops. Twitch API reference. Where are you? Here we are. Where is authentication? Authentication here. I've been spending so much time in this web page. with this web page. Verify. Where is verify? Validating requests. Revoking, refreshing, scopes. OAuth, credential flow. Darn it. Verify. What was the API again? Endpoint validate. Validate. I need to be able to get the ID out so I can compare it to make sure. You know what? They say 6 hours of debugging can save you 5 hours of reading documentation. Absolutely. Luckily, when you're working with third-party APIs, the debugging is reading the documentation. Okay, validate. Come on, validate. Validate the ID token. Here we go. Authorize. Where's validate? Implicit flow. Authorize. OAuth 2. Oh my gosh, where is the validate? It's brought me here. Validate. Validate the ID token. How to validate an ID token? Oh, it's just JWT. Ugh. Is the ID token a JWT? Maybe I can parse it. I know it doesn't look like a JWT. I'm pretty sure the tokens are like not JWTs. I think they're OAuth tokens, which are these short pieces of garbage that give me nothing. Client ID. Where's the verify or validate? Validate. Validate. How is this not? Where did I even find this endpoint? Where did I find this endpoint? Let's search the docs for this exact. There we go. Validating requests. Here we go. This is the good stuff. Aha! Perfect. The sample response gives back the client ID and the login, and all I need is that login. That's brilliant. Brilliant. So this thing here gives a response back. Response JSON. I checked expires in, but that's just a Boolean. So let's do this. If expires in is less than or equal to 0, I'm not exactly sure if that'll ever equal less than 0, but hey, whatever. Return false. Actually, we probably should return undefined. Undefined. We'll change this. Undefined. Otherwise, we're going to return validate data.login, which, if this API tells me anything, is in the root, and that's great. It also has the user ID, but I don't need the user ID. Login is the right one. And then this function, no return, returns this. It's either a string or undefined. Undefined. Perfect. Oh yeah, oops, false. Nope, undefined. Undefined. Great. So then in edit here, where I say verify user token, this is the login. Boom. If login is not there, we can just say it's empty. Redirect home. Otherwise, parse the user. We should say like if. Actually, here we'll do this. If not user redirect home. Otherwise, if user dot login is not equal to the login I've gotten from this token. Can I get it from the cookies? That's fine. From the token. There we go. Actually, yeah. No, that will actually pass. This will pass. This is not what I want. It's if context headers. Anyone here know enough about Next.js so I don't have to look at the documentation? I have a query parameter here. I can get the query params in server-side rendering, right? Right? Context. Because context, it has, hold on, get server-side props. Blah, blah, blah. Get server-side props is the context. It has params. Okay, it does have params. So I can get params out of there. Params. And specifically, well, it's potentially undefined, so we'll leave it like that. If, well, go down over here. If you don't have cookies redirect home, if params is empty, or params.twitch ID is empty. So these are both required in order to get to this page, so it shouldn't be empty, but if it is, there. Actually, we can just do it this way, actually. Modern JavaScript for the win, question mark, redirect home, and return empty props object. Otherwise, it's present, and we can check this thing over here and say, is this thing equal to the login? And we'll have to do that inside of here once we get the login. Boom. And we don't need this anymore. We can check directly, because if it's null, it won't be equal. Array. There. Okay, good. It's any, that's fine. So theoretically now, if I run this thing, and I come to this page, whatever token I have, I'll get my ID from it. If that ID doesn't match the ID that I've requested the page of the edit for, then I go home. Not allowed. Not allowed. Not allowed. I think that's right. I think that's the right logic. Why not? Params doesn't exist on that type. Oh, because it's request. Oops, yes, my mistake. No, it doesn't exist on the type. Const params equals context. I guess at this point I might as well just destructure these things. Oh no, because I need context. No. Let's destructure it. Params, header, request, response. And then context dot, get rid of them. Is there any other context dots in here? No, great. Great, okay. So theoretically this works. We can try this by, because I use the same database, we can just go yarn dev over here. And something already running on that port, yeah. Kill all node, yarn dev. See you soon! Oh, thanks for the lurk, yes! See you later, Sid Hearth. Thank you so much for being here. And giving that follow, really appreciate it. Okay. Now it's running, let's check. Let's check that I cannot access this page that I was allowed to access previously. Here we go. Localhost, :3000, enter. This should redirect me home. Redirect me home. It did! Perfect. Maybe because I'm logged in, but you need to set up Nightbot. Yeah, I added it, but I have no idea for the pals. I do. I don't. How do I do that? Can I do it right now on stream? Is that like, is that a faux pas or something? Should I not do that? I should set that up. How do I set that up? I'm doing it now. No way. I want to get affiliates so bad. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see. How are we doing? It's killing me. Yeah, you gotta teach me. You gotta teach me. So I go to moderation, right? No. Community. Roles manager. Oh, I don't have it. Moobot. That's not the right one, is it? No. Night. What did you say it was? Nightbot. Nightbot. Let's go. You'll get there. So close. Here we go. Let's log in. Does this cost me monies? I hope not. No monies. Authorize. Here we go. I'll learn how to use this one day, this Twitch thing. Great, here we go. Done. What is this now? What do I do? Top chatter. How do I set this up? Commands? Custom? Nope. Default? Nope. Do these just work? Enabled, enabled, enabled. Now what do I do? I click the buttons, Kaylee. What do I do now? Twitch. It has to join my channel. How do I get it to join my channel? Add dashboard. It says join channel. Next steps. In the dashboard. Ensure that you have modded Nightbot in the channel. If Nightbot is not a moderator, it cannot function properly. Okay. So do I just do this once? And it's fine? YOLO. Here we go. Professional Twitcher right here. I will click the buttons. Did that work? Oh, it did. Part channel. So leave the chat. It worked. Okay. Nice. Kaylee, you're the top chatter. Imagine that. type that in your chat. I did, right? Now it's there. Now we're here. Song request, spam protection. So so now I can look at the commands. And lurk isn't a one, so I go to custom, add command, bang, lurk, and then what is this? User level everyone, cooldown. What do I do now? What do I do now? Cooldown, 5 seconds is the min. Does this look right to you? Command lurk. This command name usually prefixed with an exclamation mark, but you can make it anything. Submit. Sure, whatever. Oh, message is required. Okay, command variables. Oh gosh. What? In the message, type what you wanted to say when people lurk. Okay. Username. Enjoy your lurk, we'll miss you. That's what I have. Sounds great. Enjoy your lurk. $sign squiggles this thing. User. It's lowercase. Is it lowercase or uppercase? Does it matter? We'll miss you. Submit. What does this do though? Is it just like it's just like engaging? Is that all it is? Because there was one. How do I edit this? Edit. Over here they had weather. Weather information at a specified location. What? Why did you? Oh, I see. That didn't work. Hold on. It's definitely a capital. Parentheses. With a $sign still? Submit. The font here is not great. Oh, maybe it is okay. All right, go. Try it. Try now. What do we got? Yep. So this should work now. Oh, nice. Okay, great. Good. I'll fiddle with this and make it. I'll put some emojis. Can I put emojis in here? Click the emoji button. Come on. Heart eyes. There it is. Submit. Great. Okay, great. That's set up now. Okay, so I think I published. I'll push this code as well, Kaylee. You'll have to teach me a bit more about that. But I'm going to push this code that I changed the auth state for here. Add, let's say, git commit -m. What am I doing -m here? -m fix issue with unauthorized visitors to the edit page. Git push. You know what I haven't done for a little while is work on my app. I've been trying to, a new friend I've met has been helping. Look at this new logo, the new loading for Figma. That's so cool. Has anyone seen this before as well? Spline? Oh, spleen, no. Spline. This is like a 3D editor. Like Figma, but for 3D. Oh gosh, the whole screen, why not? It's good. I don't know if my computer can handle it with the stream at the same time, but look at this. Doing the magic. It'll do the magic. This is look at this. Look how cool this is. 3D. Wow. So you can create full-on 3D images, which you can only, I think they have a bunch of different export options, but just with you can create live without rendering and stuff. I don't know, it's super good. Look at that. I was messing around with it a bit for a logo. You should go try it out though. Splines. It's pretty freaking cool. Go back. I don't care. Exit, please. No, exit. Yeah, sure. No, obviously. But yeah, I gotta work on my app. Oh, someone cleaned it up. Someone cleaned up the app. No, did they? No, they didn't. But yeah, so I'm working on this app. This is the shadow command I use, but you can also add the game category they're playing too. I could do this all day. What is T02 user? Nightbot classic. I just closed it. Darn it. Is it over here? Yeah. Is that a custom one, or is there like a default shadow command? No. Okay. Custom. Add a new command. Maybe turn moderation on Nightbot off. Maybe. Bang. SO. Paste. To user. Is that a thing? What is to user? The variables are open. To user. Oh yeah. First argument given to the command. Ah, okay. Nice. Because now it's going to time out people who post links. Bleh. Okay, how do I do that? Spam protection. Links. Disable. What are the options? Timeout. Oh, so now you're timed out. Okay, just disable. There we go. Excess symbols. Spamming excessive symbols. Excess emotes. I want all those emotes. Excess caps. I don't care about caps either. Whatever. There we go. Now it's configured. Boom. Yeah, I feel like I got some design changes here that I want to incorporate. It's so close to being able to be usable as well. I just gotta like bite the bullet and do the last couple things and make it look good and function well. Get back into some React Native code. That's a whole other world though. Woo! Is set only to you. What are the words you're using? How do I do that? Commands, custom. So, only to me. User level. Ah, owner. But I guess my VIP can do it as well, right? VIP. Submit. So I can say now, bang SO K 87. Sending. Oh, there we go. Nice. This is gonna look like super bizarre, probably on YouTube, because I'm streaming on YouTube right now. And then you're just gonna see like bang SO K87. Nailed it. At username. What do you mean I can also? Oh, like. Hold on. Oops, no. Like the same message, like bang. So they're not typing out the full name. Oh, I don't think I have autocomplete on here though, right? What, like this? Oh, cool. So I'm not, is there autocomplete? I have this like third-party chat thing that I use. So maybe that won't, Yeah, on Twitch only. Yeah, that's what I figured. So do you have like the chat open on another page? When you're streaming, like the actual thing open? I don't know. I don't know how people do this kind of stuff. I'm learning all of this on maybe not restream when you hit affiliate. Okay, so like I use Stream Manager. Okay. So why not restream? Why not? What's the deal with that? It's not as do I lose out? No ads? What's going on? They trying to scalp me? What's going on? Okay, I'm gonna do about 10 more minutes. Man, I really appreciate everyone being here. That means a lot. Maybe the last 10 minutes, if anyone's still in the chat, that's just against your affiliate contract. Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. I will not use Restream. That's why they probably haven't gotten super popular. Okay, so I'm curious. I'm going to start a job on Monday, and so I can't stream in the middle of the day anymore. And I was thinking about doing a couple of live streams a week. One of them being one where we can just kind of pick up something and build it and hack away at it. The other one being something more consistent, like maybe I work on a small town or something. I'm also open to like other suggestions about what to stream. Does anyone on the chat right now have any suggestions about like what they might want to watch or see me do once or twice a week? Because I have a hard time. I don't like this at all. I hate this. This is so bad. I have a good logo. This is all bad. Don't put words on top of it. Blech. Blech. The rest was pretty nice though. I just want to get this app on my phone. Watching you code an app from scratch has been really fun. Okay, I'll keep doing that. That's good to know. I'm gonna keep doing that because I have so much I want to do with this. I'm actually really worried right now that a lot of the things that I want to incorporate into one of the, like, maybe second version of this app, Apple at the developer conference is going to just destroy me, but we'll see. We'll see. Then I'll keep coding the app. I'll keep coding the app. I convinced Carly, by the way, Kaylee, I convinced Carly to play a dating sim with me. Carly's my partner, my wife. And either of us haven't gone on dates in 12 or more years? 15 years? Yeah. So I'll take requests, like send me the dating sim you want us to play, and we'll stream it. We'll stream that dating sim. Because that'll be fun, right? Watching me. What is this KFC one? I guess I have to get Steam for this KFC one? Steam, not streams. KFC date. Oops. KFC dating sim. There we go. Oh, I feel like I've seen this. I love you, Colonel Sanders. A finger licking good. Oh, yeah, I know. I mistyped. It's fine. Look at that. The rivals. What is this? So it's not compatible. It says Mac. It says not compatible with 10.15 Catalina. I don't think I have Catalina, so I'm probably okay. Do I have Steam open? Do I have Steam here on this computer? Open Steam. It's not doing anything. I guess not. Oh, play remote. That's cool. Yeah, okay, we'll do this. Let's play this game. This sounds like fun. I guess so. I have to seduce this sexy Colonel Sanders fella. Promising culinary student, as you try to date your classmate, Colonel Sanders. Yeah, okay, yeah. Throughout your journey, you'll be faced with life-changing decisions that will affect your chances of friendship and love. Be careful, your choices have real consequences with real animated characters' feelings at stake. Oh, I don't know if I can deal with that. Feelings. I don't know about that. 9 lovable characters. This sounds fun. 11 herbs and spices. Oh, that's good. I'm gonna do this. Is there a corgi? Professor Dog? Let's go. This is gonna be good. Oh yeah, install Steam. I'm doing it right now. Here we go. I used to have Steam, but it takes up so much memory. Oh, with Nightbot you can add the raid command too. Oh, that is handy. I mean, isn't it the same? What's the raid command? What do you have? What do you have? And then tell me. I'll just copy yours. And until I become more creative, probably not at midnight. Nightbot. Did I push the code? Yeah, okay. So I should be able to access your stuff now. Here. Well, I told you to come up with a fun raid command. You're right. I'm sorry. I will do that. It's on my to-do list. I'm putting it with a pen right now on my to-do list. Create a raid command. What are these? Can I paste this somewhere? Like, how does this work? Copy. For now, copy that message. I copied the message. And then I go to Nightbot. And do they have like a default raid one? Poll, songs, tags, title, no. And then do, okay. Custom, add command, bang, raid. There's symbols in here, but that's fine. Everyone cool down, submit. So, why didn't I copy them? I bet you it's not because I'm not copying them from Twitch. Hold on. I'll copy them from Twitch. Wait, what? What happened? Twitch. This one here. Yeah, I'll copy from Twitch. Send it again. Because now I'm in the Twitch chat. Oh, you know, here it is. I'll grab it. This reply. Copy. And this one at paste. There we go. That look better to you? Yeah. Tomb raid, Twitch raid, Tomb raid, Twitch raid. So now you can just do bang raid. Okay. Oh, I did it too, and it only did once. Wow. The throttling is quite good. Nailed it. Alright, well. What? We might as well. Who should I raid? That's the question. Because it's about raid time right now. It's raid time! Oops, what? Where's my chat? If you close the window too much, the chat goes away. That's not helpful. What is this? A friend request. What are friend requests? On Twitch. Doing some game dev. There we go. That's fun. How do I use Twitch? So, the copy. I can't copy from this app. Come on, copy. No. Copy here. And then, so, okay, so how do I do this? Teach me how to do a proper raid. Kaylee, teach me how to do it. So I know I can do /raid and paste the name. Raid. Everyone come along for that raid. I appreciate every single person being here. It's meant a lot. This has probably been my most successful stream. Do I have the stream manager open? I do on my iPad. Is that helpful? This has been my most successful stream yet, I think. I got 10 new follows. I think it's actually 11, but 10 or 11 new follows. I'm not exactly sure which one it is, but either way, that's amazing. You should see a button that says raid. I haven't done the raid yet. There, I'm doing the raid now. There we go. 1 viewer, 2 viewers. That's it. Let's go. Let's go. 7. Let's go. 10. 15. Here we go. And I should open this link so I can visit the raid as well. Let me see if it allows me to connect to the chat this time before I click the raid button. Okay, I'm connected to the chat. I'm gonna click raid, and maybe it'll disconnect me. So everyone, let's do the raid. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for such a great stream. And I'll see you probably next week sometimes, and I'll have some stories about my new job to tell. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.